mean, this wordplay. This ain't to make friends.
We good, bro.
I'm ready for another close-up, Mr. DeVille. Welcome to Wordplay Podcast, episode 50. I am your host, Dre Parker, and as always by my side, Big J.
What up?
And you know we got the homie Mac with us.
Yo.
Now this is Wordplay the Podcast, and this is episode 50. If you are just tuning in, you got 49 of them bitches to catch up with us. Now, this is episode 50, like I said again for the third time, because I'm excited because this is a year in the fucking making. We've been doing this shit for a whole fucking year.
Yes, sir. We at this shit.
Consistency is one of those things that I hold high in character, and this is the epitome of that. So we on episode 50, but we looking to go episode 500 at least.
Yeah.
Just to say the least.
I looked at that nigga Jeff Rogan. That nigga like 1,200.
Shit!
I'm trying to get
Yes,
us.
sir.
I want to get those numbers.
Catch!
Yeah, I
Those
know.
numbers sound
Nigga.
good.
That's 100. I mean, how many bitches he shooting a week though?
Oh, that nigga doing 2 episodes a day.
Oh, see, that's why he had 1,200. Nigga cheating, nigga. Come on, man. You can't.
He don't do them every day, but he could. Some weeks he do them every day.
Oh, okay.
So he.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've been doing this every single Friday for the past year. Actually, our year episode was actually last week, I think.
Yeah.
But that first episode did not come out.
Yeah, we had to revamp that shit. It was too flagrant.
It
nigga.
was rough.
Yeah.
We would have got fouled out before the game started. Goddamn it.
Yes,
That's how that shit go.
Yes, sir.
How y'all feeling this week, man?
I'm feeling great, man. I mean, for me to be the guy that came on at the tail end of the situation, but still here,
Yeah.
I think I feel good, man. I feel like this is something that's real solid, and I don't think it's going nowhere no time soon.
Yeah.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I feel like we working towards something. Like I said when we was talking.
Yeah.
This first year was kind of us like finding ourselves as far as doing this shit and
Right.
learning the ropes. I feel like this next year is some like big
We're
shit.
gonna break a little
happening.
more ground.
Yeah, a lot of big shit happening.
Right, so don't forget to subscribe to all our media platforms. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as iTunes at Wordplay the Podcast. All.
Yeah, and for the new year, it's not gonna be created by us media. It's gonna be Wordplay media. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Keeping the shit, you know, it's a brand thing.
We gotta build the brand, make it strong.
I woke up today and I was like, damn, like we about to shoot episode 50. And it's the last episode of the year. That's why we got a
I was
little
thinking about that
rosé to
too.
pop a champagne, because
Yeah.
we won't see you bitches until 2019.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about little shit, little gossipy shit, but we're gonna do a 2018 recap for y'all. Now, Jay, you wait, no, before we get into that shit,
Yeah.
I want to talk about something a little personal. What I realized today,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not real good at small talk. I try, but the shit be fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you ever smile so much because a nigga like said a joke that wasn't funny,
Yeah, you trying to.
and your head start hurting?
I do it at work.
You're like, like, goddamn nigga, you tripping. I'm literally like, I'm like, dog, like, do that shit seem fake? Like, I'm faking it, and you can't tell.
So in 2019, you ain't faking that shit?
I'm not faking shit in
You let niggas
2019.
know that shit ain't funny no more.
I'm not small talking. I don't want to talk to you, bitch. I don't care about your cats. None of that, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
And those felines, nigga.
And before we get out of here, I think we all should give like a 2019, like a resolution,
Like a resolution.
but to the motherfuckers that we fuck with or we know.
Okay.
Like, we're gonna give you some game to take into 2019,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know we.
2019.
That's how you know we working, nigga.
Right. All right. Don't judge me. 2019.
Yeah.
I want to get y'all some game. I was having epiphanies here and there while I was doing my fake smiling.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about shit. You know, I'm thinking about our progress and other people's digression.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it and I'm understanding it. And I understand why that you digress. Nobody in particular. I see you looking at me.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
trying
see
to.
you looking. Every time you look at me, like, you think it's somebody in particular, but it's a plethora of motherfuckers, and I'm gonna box them all in.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I know niggas like, nigga, you ain't nigga. Bitch, I'm consistent.
Yeah,
That's one thing. That's the one thing I can
You
say.
can't say we ain't consistent.
I'm consistent.
Yeah.
And I'm
sure.
a hustler, so whatever. But Big J gave us. Did y'all have anything to chime in on the fact that small talk shit? Like, are y'all like good at it?
I'm not a small talk nigga, and I make the awkwardness just so they get the fuck out. So what I don't
Wait
want
a
to say
minute,
that.
man. How do you make it awkward, my nigga? Like,
with my answer. Somebody asks me a question, I'll be like, yeah.
So you dry.
Yeah, I'm just dry until you get the fuck on.
So they be like, I ain't fucking with this nigga. He, like, you look like you're having a bad mood today.
Yeah, they always ask me that. They be like, you mad? You okay? Because I be blank face, bro. I don't give a fuck unless it's somebody I talk to. Then they see me laugh.
Right.
They like, what? This whole ass nigga, look at him smiling over there.
You don't smile over there. Don't smile over here.
Fuck that. Because I like you, Charlie. I don't know nobody named Charlie. I just throw that out.
Yeah, fuck Charlie.
You know the name I would use just randomly? Frank.
Fuck, sit down, Frank. Sit the fuck down, Frank.
Like,
I never met a nigga named Frank before.
I
had a when I worked at Macy's, our assembly lead for the processing, his name was Frank. So like, I used to always crack the Dave Chappelle jokes on him. Like when it's time for him to go take a break, I'd be like, hey, sit the fuck down, Frank. Go take a break.
Yeah, that Chappelle used the Frank.
Yeah, let's sit the fuck down, Frank.
I never met a nigga named Frank.
I knew one Frank. Well, I knew two Franks, but that was the only one that mattered.
Is it Frank
Cool.
for Franklin?
Yeah.
That is a weak ass name to name a child.
But I've seen people with just Frank.
Yeah, I've seen people just Frank too. I think his name was just Frank, but it is short for Franklin though in most cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you in small talk? Like,
As
are
far
you good
as-
at it, or do you care about it? Do you fake it?
I feel like if I'm working in the sense of like a place where I'm dealing with people, like customers.
Not even just a work environment, bro.
Just in general.
Just period.
Just in general. I'm not much of a small talk person. I gotta have some type of rapport with you to even create conversation with you. Now I can break the ice with a random person that I don't know.
Right.
But that's just because that's the retail side of me. You know what I'm saying? But in most cases, even if it's family, I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's how that should be, bro.
Like, if nothing you talking about is entertaining to me, I don't want to talk about it.
I literally try, like, I laugh at weak ass jokes. I listen to that bullshit about your cats. I be faking it, but while you're talking to me, I be somewhere else, and I smile, and that's why my head started hurting early. I was like,
You smiling too hard?
yeah, because I try to smile while you're talking to make you think that I'm engaged.
Yeah, them fake smiles,
You know what I mean?
motherfucker.
And the shit made my head hurt for a minute. I had to stop. I walked away from people. I'm not listening.
My wife tell me all the time. She like, I don't know how motherfuckers can take you because I see right. She's like, I see right through you. You was a fake ass nigga when it comes to you don't want to hear shit.
I would go on and listen. I'm a fake motherfucker. I don't care. Y'all judge me. 2019. I don't give a fuck. I'm a fake motherfucker. I don't care about you or your bullshit. I don't give a fuck about your shit. But I'm gonna make you think I do.
Good one, Jay.
And then I'm gonna dog your ass when you ain't around.
Right. he not only fake, but he petty as fuck.
Yeah, petty as hell, bro.
Oh, I've been petty. I've been called petty. Niggas say, you petty as hell. Bitch, I've been called worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm petty as hell too.
Petty
Bro.
than a motherfucker.
That's just like when the niggas tell me, like, nigga, you ain't shit. I was like, you ain't know. I ain't been shit since 1988. So
Damn,
like,
damn,
I
wait a
came
minute.
out the womb,
I came in on bullshit.
See, I started out some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shit. I came in.
I came in talking about, I'm going in.
I just, like I said, I look at this social media shit and I just watch. And I watch people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I told you earlier on the phone, I'm a nosy nigga. I don't give a fuck about your problems. But if you say some crazy shit on there and your comments lit the fuck up, I'm hitting them comments. I want to know what happened.
And you like, you over here, you over on the phone like, what?
Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga tripping.
Now
That's
you got the
me.
scoop. Now you got the scoop, huh?
That's me.
Right.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's I want to make sure you doing bad and I'm doing better. I don't know. But
It's just a petty
Now let
moment
me ask you
for
that. Is that bad?
What?
To feel like that? Like you want motherfuckers to do worse than you? So you actually
Yes,
keep
no,
the tabs
that's
on
not
them?
bad.
I do that shit too, bro. I thought I was petty as fuck for that.
Bro, I told somebody this shit, and this was a while ago, and I think we had this conversation. We did on the show. It's okay. And going into 2019, this is something. Take it. It's okay to be better than people in life.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to feel bad because you got success going for
You
yourself.
can say that. Like, my nigga, like, I'm better than you at life. Like, nigga, fuck everything else. You might be taller than me. You might look better than me. You might be more physically fit than I am.
Yeah.
But I'm better than you at life. And take that into 2019. Use that for some motivation when you talking to a motherfucker. I am better than you at life, my nigga. That's a lot to say. You might make somebody cry. That's a lot to say.
Yeah, somebody who ain't really secure with themselves.
Nigga,
That'll fuck somebody's life
nigga
up,
know,
bro.
like, if you talking to somebody like that, like, I'm better than you at life, they already know.
But
that you're better than them at life.
But you vocalizing and make it 20 times worse, bro.
But I'm at 2019, I'm just not holding back.
Yeah, I feel you.
And it's not even just for 2019. I feel like
From 2019 forward.
Forward, I'm evolving as a man. I turned 30 this year.
Yeah.
There's a lot. It's a lot of shit that I dealt with that I'm no longer dealing with.
I ain't know Dre was the baby of the bunch.
No,
I'm older than him.
Yeah.
When you turn 30?
I turned 30 in May.
Oh, so you older than me. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on, nigga. I'm older than you.
I'll turn 30 in July.
So I'm the old nigga.
Yeah.
I'm Joe Budden. It's cool. It's cool. But I'm changing for the better.
Yeah.
And I feel like the bigger our company grow, I have to change along with it.
Yeah, we do.
I cannot be the same dude.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? So yes, it's a couple of you motherfuckers. I'm better than you at life.
Just
you need to realize that. But hey,
just know that.
But hey, another saying, those tables do turn.
Yeah, they do.
At some point, you can be better than me.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Because I'm going to take that and I'm going to one-up your ass.
Yeah.
It's
and I'm going to be
motivation.
better than you at life.
Yeah.
It's okay to be better than somebody else.
Basically, just know here at the podcast, we one-upping niggas. And even when you get a step up, we stepping over you 2 times. So...
And I'm doing it on purpose. I'm not doing this shit on accident. I'm actually doing this shit on purpose.
I'm doing it on purpose.
Let's clear that up too. Like I'm not, you know how niggas be like, man, I'm just living my
Subliminally
life,
doing
nigga.
that shit,
No,
no,
bitch.
nigga. Yeah.
Huh? It's a race to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know people like this shit ain't no. Yes, the fuck it is.
Yeah. It definitely is a
Because
race.
I know everybody that got a job, your little 9 to 5 or 10 to 6, whatever funky ass shift you work. You're probably my age, 30, maybe around there. It's a nigga in that bitch that's 72. And he gotta be in that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm better than that nigga in life. I know that.
Yeah.
Cause he has to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
His
He's
life
supposed to
decision.
retire 8 years ago.
That's the nigga I used to work with at IHOP. He's still at IHOP. And I
Nigga.
left IHOP over 10 years ago.
Listen here. Oh, this is gonna be a rant episode.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going in, nigga, all the way.
We used to call
Fuck
that nigga-
that. It's the year end, nigga. I'm not holding back.
We used to call that nigga old Negro spiritual. That's how old
Listen.
he was. He told me he remember when Fish was on the
I'm
menu.
going off. So, and another thing, y'all gonna start seeing a lot more of my ass on the live with my rants. I'm going on rants, nigga.
Yeah, we got to. We already. That's a wordplay. What you call that? Resolution.
It's a wordplay resolution. We going
And
on
I've been
live
doing a
on
lot
rant.
more rants on Instagram. I don't know if y'all seen
No,
them.
we seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm about to do some more too, especially when I see more bullshit.
Talk
to
that
about.
shit.
Yeah, for real.
Talk that shit. But let's get it. I'm tired. I ain't want to rant no more. Let's get into this 2018 recap.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Now, Big J sent me and Mac a list of questions. You niggas can skip over this part if you don't want to hear, but it was, hip hop, things of that nature, but don't skip over it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah,
Enjoy
for
the
real.
motherfucking show. Proceed, Big J.
Oh shit! I thought you got the questions lined up.
Well, shit, damn, nigga, you the one sent them. I was waiting on you to shoot.
Maybe you started off and we just follow.
You be Bob Barker, I be Pat Sajak.
Yeah, let me get my shit out.
And I'm just that producer nigga.
We can start off with the best album of this year.
Best album of this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll start off with that.
Who want to go first?
Shit, you already got yours. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I'm going to say Victory Lap. Shouts out to Nipsey Hussle. That's my choice for album of the year.
Yeah.
And not only is the music dope, but the nigga's hustle is on a whole nother level.
Okay.
And I got to respect that. And those two things are synonymous. I have to equate his hustle with his music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga, and it's the album fire.
Yeah.
It was.
You know what I'm
it
saying?
was. It got a lot of replay value as far as like later in the year.
Yeah.
Because a lot of shit that came out this year, it really didn't stay around. It kind of like
And
faded
that's a
off,
lot for
fizzled
me to
out.
say. Fact that Cole dropped the album this year.
Yeah.
And Cole is my number one.
Right.
But I put somebody over that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. So, like, Nips, you did your thing this year.
And I put somebody over Cole. My album of the year was Royce the 5'9", Book of Ryan.
Okay.
Because like the storytelling was crazy, like how he let you into the Montgomery family. It's crazy. Like he Montgomery's on Montgomery.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm related to that nigga, but that's besides the point. But yeah, that album, man, was crazy because he telling you how his big brother protected him, how his dad kicked the cocaine addiction and all that other stuff. Like he gave you something on every song, and it was just so raw, and that's what I liked about it. Like I couldn't skip a song. And I still can't. And the album came, like I said, towards the earlier parts of the year.
Part of the year.
I got a question for you. Do you think that albums that are more personal, do you think that they resonate more with you?
I think so, because when you can hear somebody's story, somewhere in that story, you can probably relate
Find a
to
little yourself
something
in there.
in it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't understand. Well, I don't understand the father side because I didn't grow up with a father, but I understand the family side.
Yeah.
Having somebody always trying to protect you,
Right.
somebody you looking over somebody, shit like that. Like he had a big brother and a little brother, and he was the middle brother basically, and And then just growing up in the city of Detroit too, like you could resonate with everything he's saying.
Yeah.
There's something in there for everybody, just like how Meek album is. It was something in there for everybody in that album.
Yeah.
So I think that to me, the personal was probably what it was for me.
I still don't feel like Meek has put out a personal album yet.
No, he hasn't. But I think this album was more personal for him.
Yeah, it was more personal for him, but I don't think
he hasn't put out a personal album yet.
He's been 100% open.
And I think from his year of people who came out, he's the only one in that class that probably haven't put out a personal album yet. I think everybody else in that class has. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Big Sean. Well, no, not Big Sean yet. I don't think he put out a personal.
Another one either.
Yeah, he hasn't put out a personal album yet either.
I personally
Finally Famous
wasn't personal. It was like...
Oh, you talking about personal? Okay.
Yeah, like a personal album.
Where people get to know you. I mean, if anything, like
Detroit.
I would say... was it Dark Sky Paradise? The shit with his dad on shit on there. Like that would be like a little personal.
Yeah.
But like people still don't really know like your story.
You don't think Detroit did that for him, the mixtape?
It kind of did, but I feel like
I mean, it was good records on there, so I wasn't like, I didn't really hear nothing that was like, you be like, damn nigga, that happened to you for real, like.
Yeah, like a story.
Like a story. Everybody got one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the more in this game, in this industry period, the more open you are, the more, you know what I'm saying, people will fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because everybody go through shit.
Yeah.
Because
everybody.
That album,
But some people can relate more than others.
Yeah.
So those people who can, you gain a following.
That's why I
off
feel like
that
that's
shit.
one of the main reasons why Marshall was so successful. You feel what I'm saying? Not other than the fact that he's white and he dope, but the fact that he was literally an open fucking book.
Yeah, he didn't hold nothing back from his fans.
You know what I'm saying? And people gravitated to it because you wanted to hear what the fuck going on in this life, because you concerned at this point. Like, this nigga made niggas concerned.
And it was people, and it was kids who lived his life too and didn't know there was somebody that was big and major
was going through the same shit
until he started telling his story. You got a lot of these kids who had to leave other schools and go to these schools because you were getting beat up, and you know what I'm saying. So it really, it does a lot to hear somebody's personal stuff, even if it's horrible what they went through, because you know somebody out there can relate. But once you feel like you can relate, then I feel like you done made something that people can really, mess with. Like, like the most, going back to Big Sean, the most that I've seen that he talked about personally is how his grandmother was in the military. She was the first woman captain. Yeah. And that she moved back to the city she wanted to stay in, which was Detroit, and she bought the first black-owned house on West Outer Drive. Yeah. So it was like, that was the most personal I ever really heard from him. But other than that, I'm pretty sure it's more he could talk about. Yeah. Because until he told people his brother was his stepbrother, I thought his brother was his brother.
Yeah, I did too.
So, I mean, he could get more personal.
I went with Drake Scorpion. And the reason I did because...
And I figured you was going to do that, but go ahead.
I listened to it more so than, like... I go back to a lot of shit on it, and it goes back to the same shit. Like, I love Chris Brown album, the Heartbreaks on the Full Moon.
Yeah.
The one with 40.
Yeah.
It's because you can listen to it a whole bunch of times and you catch something different. Mm-hmm. Like Scorpion, there's a lot of songs that I really didn't hear that was on that B-side because I wasn't interested. But then later in the year, when I went back to it, I found some shit that I kind of like fucked with.
Right.
So I feel like Drake just had the longest longevity and he had the biggest singles.
That's true. He had a lot of singles that came off that album too. On both sides.
So that's I like.
I mean, I see why you picked that.
Yeah.
That definitely wasn't even in my running.
I mean, my second was Meek album.
Cause I just didn't want to be biased.
Yeah.
Cause Cole my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I like to give Cole all the accolades and the most high and the praise.
Cause he did it again this year.
What?
Platinum with no features again.
So. But I feel like because I still listen to Victory Lap, like I still listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, and I just that every song on that bitch just crack. You feel me? Like, and Nipsey really like he be talking about shit, but he be saying some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he be using words like impersonating. Like, but nigga, fuck use that word in the bar, nigga.
But now he kind of try to kick game now as far as like owning your shit and being like a creative and you know what I'm saying, taking your career into your own hands. So that's probably what a lot of people gravitated towards. But I'm talking about like niggas. Every time you turn on the radio, you hear a Drake song off that Scorpion. Like even now when Scorpion came out in the summertime. So shit.
Yeah, but I feel like he already gonna get that anyway.
Nah.
He gonna get because Drake.
Views didn't get that. Not like how Scorpion is. Scorpion, like, Views kind of fizzled out because people really didn't fuck with it as much. But Scorpion,
was he going through that beef with Views? With me?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think Views came out before the beef. Because I think he was taking shots, and that's what made people kind of like look at it.
Okay, so wait. So did he drop an album around the Meek Mill beef time?
Did he?
No, I think Meek dropped.
Meek dropped. Drake didn't drop.
Yeah.
So he waited. So then Views.
No, I think he came out before.
Came before the beef?
Yeah.
So people went back to it.
Yeah.
All right, so because I'm just really trying to figure this shit out because I do feel like Drake has that Midas touch. You know what I'm saying? It don't even like because it's been songs that where if I hear it first, like I'm like, oh, this shit ain't it, and then I listen to it a few more times. I'm like, it's kind of, and then of course they overplay it because it's him. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a nigga like Nip don't get that radio play at all. Up here,
he don't,
and he got records on that bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
And a lot of people fucks with his shit here too.
I'm just saying, as far as like, I listen to Nipsey and I love Nipsey, but whenever I think about it, he don't pop up in my head as much as like a Drake or like even Sicko Mode. Like nigga, that shit, you hear that shit everywhere. Yeah. And the singles that came.
Shout out to Travis.
Yeah, shout out to Travis with that. What is it? What's the name of the album?
Astro World.
Astro World. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It's like. You can go for the biggest singles like that because I could have said that, but I'm like, nah, like Drake shit, it resonated because his songs, you can play that shit in the club and still get the same feeling as when it first came out.
Right.
I guess when I listened to Nipsey, I was more on some hip hop shit, like some real rap shit.
That's where I was at. That's where I was at with the whole Book of Ryan too, because he really brought that boom back rap back a little bit. He was spitting. He was doing his thing. He was doing Royce. And
see, I didn't listen to that because of that one single he dropped out with Cole.
Yeah.
Bible Boat. I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah.
I did.
I didn't really like it.
I like that beat. I think
I like the idea of it though. And I like the beat. The beat was hard.
808 Raid. It's crazy.
I felt like the shit didn't match. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, like, Book of Ryan was a good album, but I liked the Prime 2 better than that.
Yeah,
Prime 2 was nice.
Yeah. But it didn't come out this year.
Yeah, didn't that come out this year?
Yeah, it came out this year.
Yeah, it came out this year.
Came out this year.
It did?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah. All right. Because I think I listened to that. Yeah, I listened to that before Book of Ryan came out. Yeah.
Okay. Because I had this conversation with my homeboy Neil. Shouts out to Beast and Bruce podcast. And he's really like a hip hop guy. He's a white guy. Yeah. But he loves like hip hop. So he always asks me, what you listen to, what you listen to, what you listen to. Like he listens to like Royce in Slum Village and shit like that. And I fuck with it. Yeah. But I'm the type of nigga like I don't like that real barry shit. Like you gotta give me a little bit of both.
You gotta be a little bounce to it.
But see, like Slum Village, they not really barry. They more like
it's like where if neo soul meets hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Like that, like to me.
But can we be honest? Like Slum Village ain't the culture, bro. That's like people who outside the culture and just trying to like work with.
You gotta be more of a Jay Dilla head to really fuck with.
See, I'll look at you like a backpacker if you fuck with Jay Dilla.
If you fuck with Jay Dilla and you fuck with Slum Village, then I know you fuck with Wu-Tang. And if you fuck with Wu-Tang, I'm not fucking with you. Period.
Nah, I fuck with Wu-Tang.
Hell no.
I fuck with Wu-Tang because I fuck with Method Man and ODB.
Yeah, but Wu-Tang as a whole, bro, that shit was garbage, bro.
Not to me, it wasn't.
It's 2019, I'm saying it.
Cream was one of the biggest hip-hop songs ever, nigga.
Yeah.
Man. Nigga, how many? First,
Enter the 36 Chambers.
Yeah,
bro, that shit
classic,
garbage, bro.
That album's still put up as one of the top albums of.
Because people put that shit up there. Because people are afraid to go against the grain. I'm saying that shit was trash to me.
Yeah.
The masses liked it.
See, but I listen to like Action Bronson, and he got that same type of flow.
Like Ghost.
Because he sound like Ghost.
He sound like Ghost.
I like that. I like that. I like that rap.
I like Ghost.
Yeah.
I like Meth. You feel what I'm saying? I like the RZA on some movie shit.
Like Raekwon.
I like the Chef.
I'm about to say the Chef is the best rapper out of all of them niggas.
I like them niggas individually.
Yeah.
But as a clan, my nigga, I cannot. Their music was trash to me.
They had a lot of.
I will give you that though.
They probably elements that was like overlapping and didn't like mash the way it should have.
Yeah, Protect Your Neck was a good one.
Protect Your Neck was good,
bro.
Like they had some singles, but they weren't bigger by themselves.
They bigger by themselves. Period. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, their impact was bigger.
Because everybody did something crazy solo wise.
That Cuban Links album was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
I just don't. The production value. It was a lot of variables with that shit, and I get it. It was a different time. You feel what I'm saying? Like I get it, but it was still niggas around that time that was bringing out quality shit.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
it was.
Y'all chose to make that grungy sound shit, and that just didn't appeal. It didn't appeal to me.
But it was different, and it was made for the '90s, nigga.
yeah.
You know
and
what I'm
like
saying?
we was listening to 90s music,
direct,
but that wasn't something you just
no.
picked
It was
up
a direct
like that.
product of the '90s, my nigga.
And then maybe it was just something that wasn't played in my house, so I never grasped to it.
Yeah, because '90s was a grunge era, so nigga, I watched TV and seen
But
Wu-Tang.
Onyx was played in my house.
So I don't know how the fuck you ain't listen to Wu-Tang.
I didn't like Wu-Tang.
Well, actually, Wu-Tang was before. You know what I'm saying? Onyx was like more of when we was older and able to
I
listen to
listen to
music.
Onyx. You feel what I'm saying?
Maybe just an age thing, nigga.
I don't know. It just wasn't played in my house.
Hey, you know what my shit was though? And this ain't got shit to do with nothing. What
Man,
do?
he was nigga
It
going
kind of
We
make up with Wu-Tang.
We gonna make you a segment in
Wu-Tang.
2019. This shit ain't got shit to do with nothing.
This ain't got shit to do with nothing, bro.
Cause he always say that. This shit still be in there
That
with it.
that ODB, hey, dirty.
Sing it.
That was my shit. I used to love that fucking. If I hear that song, I would still rap that
Oh,
song.
that shouts out, but rest in peace to ODB. That's
Rest
just
in
the
peace,
shit.
man.
And the one with Mariah Carey too,
That shit
bro.
was the shit.
That shit was hard too.
That shit was the shit. I ain't gonna lie. But individually,
Yeah.
on other people's shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like that Wu-Tang shit it was not for me.
Yeah.
Now, to each his own. I'm not saying anybody
get
who
that.
fuck with Wu-Tang Clan is trash or you're trash. None of that. It just trash to me. Period. And I argue with anybody about that shit. I don't give a
I
fuck.
don't care enough to fight you about it, but I fuck with them niggas.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with them too. I'm not saying I don't.
You just saying them niggas wasn't the best, is like everybody be making the same.
No,
thing.
bro, they be hype. They hype a lot of niggas.
What
but
was
we ain't gonna-
what was a group for you in the '90s that was just like that shit, and no matter what type of area they came from or nothing, just like what was a good rap group from the '90s for you?
Shit, Rock Bottom. I'm gonna make nigga. Rock Bottom was played, nigga.
Yeah, they definitely was.
Cause we stay gated up, nigga, for real, for real. This shit, nigga.
I had to listen to them just because my daddy knew them niggas, so he
Right.
listened to they shit.
Listen, and I know y'all like, damn, like, well, who the fuck is Rock Bottom, bitch? Go exactly.
Yeah, go look
Go
at it.
look
You
at
got
who is
from
Rock
Detroit.
Bottom.
Go
That's
find
the
it.
album.
Look up
Who is Rock
Bottom.
Bottom?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm
Check
saying?
them
Like,
out.
there was like, and I guess like that kind of fucked me up a little bit because I was
So
always,
close to it.
So homegrown.
I was always so homegrown to the music that I listened to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. It was that. Like it was Rock Bottom, and you know, it was them niggas was like superheroes. You feel me? But that's just me. But like, shouts out to RZA. Shouts out to the whole clan. I'm not looking for another album. It doesn't come my way, bro.
But
that shit don't even come up in like some shit like my little. It don't
yeah,
even
that's true.
pop
I
up.
feel you. But I ain't gonna lie, that Meth album, even though it came late, it's nice. If you haven't listened to it,
And I fuck,
check it out.
I fuck with all
It's
the
nice.
niggas individually.
Yeah.
They all dope, but this collective, it just wasn't. It wasn't me.
So what about the Meek album? Would y'all count that as
An album of the year.
yeah, just because
Definitely.
it came out so
Yeah.
late?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Shit.
he just closed up the end of the year for
Yeah,
us.
he sold it up. For
That's
real.
what it was.
And I was disappointed.
You was disappointed in
Not
that
in the
album?
album.
Oh, okay.
Because I was expecting a Rose album.
Yeah,
Shouts out to Rose. That's why we got the Black Bottle. Listen.
they doing Port of Miami too. It was supposed to come out this year, but I
He
think
pushed it
come
back
out
before
beginning.
I think for Meek's album to drop when it did.
I just was a little
They said
disappointed.
he had got into some trouble too.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. Because it was crickets over there. It was quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just regular, I'm going to push my album back quiet, nigga. It was quiet.
Because they didn't really pump Wale album like that.
No.
And he brought, what was that album that he brought out?
What the fuck was that?
I
It
don't,
ain't the one that got the blue moon on the front of it.
No, it was
talking
some
the one
cool
with
shit.
the
That was
Yeah.
last year. Or
that was
what?
this year, the one with his daughter.
I can't remember.
Fuck,
the
I'm
song,
sorry about that, bro.
Yeah,
You
my
my
bad,
dog.
bro.
I can't remember the fuck
For
album.
real. But that shit was hard. That whole album was hard.
That shit was hard, but the 2 EPs he came out with,
It was nice.
definitely fire.
Yeah.
Remember I told you, I think like the world, like, and it's to you, while like people, and I know you get upset because you care about your art, and I respect that, because I get pissed off too if I know I'm giving you everything I got and you still telling me it's not enough.
It ain't enough, yeah.
Maybe like the EPs, I think like that works for people. Like when you do 14, 15 songs on an album, like
Oversaturated.
it not even oversaturated. Like you gonna have maybe 4 good ones like that the masses are like,
Yeah.
but then you got 10 that your true fans fuck with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why not just give the niggas like the little 3 or 4 records? Put that shit out EP. Cause one thing I can't say about Dog is he gonna give you a single.
Yeah,
He gonna
most
give you a #1 single.
Most definitely.
Period.
Yeah.
He gonna give you that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the album, he just falls short. to some people.
Some people.
And the only thing I can say is like, nigga, try putting out less content.
But that's the thing, though. I think people just so programmed to hate on him. Right. That whatever he put out something, they just automatically hate on him because they know it irritates the nigga so bad. Because he never really put out some duds. It's like it'd be softer music that you ride to. It ain't no club shit, but it still be good music.
Still be good music, yeah, facts.
Yeah, so I think they just like shitting on this nigga at this point.
I think if Wale,
just for sport, bro.
If he took a page out of Drake book like that song he made, Don't Think About It Too Much, and just do you, then whatever. Because it's like he is the epitome of, or I don't even use that word. He's more of the true definition of I am my worst enemy. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, he will put out something great, and we'll hear it as fans and be like, "Damn, that was dope." But then Wale bagging on himself about it. but the thing is, it's crazy. It's like it's almost like it's a catch-22 for him.
But most artists is like that as far as like with their music. They look at it like babies and shit. So you know what I'm saying? When it's never gonna be like, if you don't receive it the way they meant you to, then it's gonna always not feel right with them. Because they want you to understand where the fuck they was coming from when they was in the process of making that shit. Yeah. So
that shit, I don't know, man.
It's just the perfectionist in that nigga.
But hopefully in 2019 we get better music from people, from artists rather. Yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing from a few motherfuckers.
Yeah. I can say this year though, it is one of the best years we had in music in a long time.
Definitely. Yeah. It was one of them. We was getting excited about projects, like, oh shit, like
Like when I heard that, I got hyped as hell for that KOD, and didn't even know that was the name of the album at first.
Yeah, we even did something on the show about that shit. We had like 3 names that we thought it was and shit like that. We came close on one of them.
King of the Dreamers.
King of the Dreamers.
I thought that was perfect.
Actually, that ain't a bad name for an album.
It's not.
You know who that? I think Meek is still there for another album. King of the Dreamers.
That's for cold, Meek. Don't do that.
For real, bro.
I mean, but he always resonate. He always put his shit around dream this, dream that. So I figure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to best viral moment this year.
It gotta be Tekashi.
The best or everything he did. The biggest.
I say the biggest.
The biggest.
The biggest. We can do the biggest and then we do the best. So what do you think is the biggest viral moment this
flying year? Off the top, maybe the Shiggy In My Feelings challenge.
I said the same thing.
I think that was
the same thing.
Yeah.
That was the biggest. That shit literally changed the whole structure of a nigga's album.
It made me look at the song. I never even listened to that shit before.
My nigga, that was not a single, G.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta switch this shit up,
and we said that shit on the show, too.
Like, it's not a single, bro.
All it took for one kid to just, that's popular.
And it boosted him up. So I feel like that definitely is the biggest.
He won something nasty off of that.
I think so.
Can we get an applause for that? Can we get an applause for that, Jay? So shouts out to Shiggy and Drake, the Shiggy challenge and the In My Feelings challenge. You are or have won the biggest viral moment
of 2018.
Whoa!
That's an Oprah.
She had to be white.
That's an Oprah crowd.
All right, now let's do the best viral moment of the year.
Okay.
Now, are we talking memes or are we talking
anything? We can, everything up for grabs.
What you think, Mike?
Man.
What do you think? Want to do memes or just moments?
I guess we can go with moments.
Okay.
Moments. Shit, that's almost going into a whole nother topic, but I was gonna say Boosie, but then that's a whole nother thing that we doing, so I don't want to give it away.
I don't think Boosie shit was that viral, because if it did, they'd have shut his page the fuck down. That nigga still, shout out to Boosie though, nigga. They'd have shut your shit down. We gonna get on you in a minute, nigga. Right. But
shit, let me see. You go ahead. You do.
Yeah, maybe I'll come up with a better one after I hear y'all.
I want to say the best, probably the best viral moment to me would probably be like, it was a meme. The girl leaned over with the glasses on.
Oh yeah, talking about like this.
Man, that shit was the funniest shit in the world.
Or my man's with the no neck.
That with the neck niggas?
Oh, the neck nigga?
Neck niggas.
The real thick neck nigga?
I quit online. Like, I quit being online at least 4 times this year. Just because I couldn't take the internet, bro. I don't know who be coming up with that shit, but man, they be coming with them bitches.
I just thought about it. The Aretha Franklin funeral when everybody was tripping on how all the niggas was the pastor was tripping on
Ariana Grande.
That was a big ass moment. That shit didn't die out for a while. Cause that nigga
they was trying to fly that
nigga was
it was kind of pervy though.
That nigga grabbed he got side boob, bro. He touched side boob.
I mean, real talk, nigga. That's Ariana Grande, my nigga.
I mean, yeah.
She kind of like a kid, bro.
I'm coming to feel.
She's 23 now.
I'm just saying she looked like a goddamn kid.
She still looked like the kid from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm a man of God.
And God. He's gonna heal you in God.
Hey, niggas, I'm gonna put these hands on you.
I'm gonna lay him.
No, he's stupid, nigga. He's on stage touching that bitch in the funeral.
Right. All these people, we got all these big faces.
It take a Detroit nigga to do that shit though.
All these big faces there, and then you see perv ass Bill Clinton like.
Oh, that's a beautiful bitch.
Oh, that's a beautiful bitch.
You stupid.
My fucking wife wearing them pantsuits.
She needs to start wearing fucking skirts.
Not sexy.
I think that's a good Bill Cosby one. What'd you think? They turned my vocals up, nigga.
Nigga, you said Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
I said Bill Cosby?
Yeah, you said Bill Cosby.
Same difference.
You say both of them bills ain't shit.
One and the same.
One of them saying both them niggas liars.
Oh, shit.
Facts.
Yeah. Hey, shit, that might be a big moment. That nigga, Bill Cosby
getting locked up.
I think that's probably, I think that's the biggest moment of 2018.
Right, was one of the biggest moments. If not the biggest.
Going to jail,
that shit, maybe Harvey Weinstein. Was that this year?
Yeah, that Harvey Weinstein with the tornado thing.
Yeah, but it was funny because we said it on the podcast. But I was like, that nigga raped like 67.
Hey, I'll tell you about that. I put it in the little promo video I was doing.
Okay.
My wife told me to take that shit out. She said it's too problematic, bro.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
That's what I said.
That nigga raped like 60 bitches, nigga.
I clipped that part
That's not
exclusively,
funny,
bro.
But the fact that it was 60.
If you watch that video, how we did it, the lead up was the funniest, just because we are serious. Like Bill Clinton has been.
Bill Cosby.
See, you got me fucking up, nigga.
They wanted to say it, nigga.
Bill Cosby then got arrested, and he going to the penitentiary. Then you stopped, you giggle, you like for raping 60 bitches.
Cause bro, like I watch a lot of Law and Order SVU, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be like 1 or 2. 60 niggas?
But see, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like, did he fuck them hoes? He fucked them hoes. He for sure fucked them hoes. But I feel like my thing is, if you know, how do you remember what you was
Mac.
on if you were drugged?
Mac,
how do you know what you on,
the
bro?
schematics. I don't know if that's the right.
Yeah, you got it right.
you got it right.
Semantics.
Semantics. Fuck the semantics.
Yeah.
I'm only talking about what they print. Rape.
I mean,
60. That's a lot to put on a nigga name, bro.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
He in jail right now, nigga.
This shit is funny.
It's Bill Cosby. I know he was fucking bitches left and right.
I mean, he was Bill Cosby, bro. He probably ain't even have to really go through all that shit.
But the nigga was married. Nobody was put on trial for fucking with a married man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But the shit was funny. So, I mean, but I you know what? Fuck everything we said in the beginning. That was the biggest moment of this fucking 2018.
I get that.
Bill Cosby ass going to fucking jail.
Yeah.
The one nigga that you thought would never go to jail.
Would never do nothing wrong.
Never go to jail. Is motherfucking Bill Cosby in that bitch. Clink, clink. And don't forget about the hot dog buns, nigga. They threw hot dog buns at the nigga.
Hey, why I seen a post, I know it had to been fake, but they was talking about he got hit in the face with a McChicken.
Yeah, but they did throw hot dog buns at the nigga because they didn't have Jello cups.
Fuck you, Bill.
Listen, Bill Cosby. I fuck with the Cosbys, bro. Theo, Claire, Rudy, the whole clan, my nigga. I fuck with the Cosbys, my nigga.
But that shit,
I can't get behind that, my G. I don't want no parts.
So you don't want none of this shit.
Enjoy your time, brother.
yeah, that nigga.
You think he gonna die in there?
No.
I think he is.
I don't think they letting him out.
Man, that nigga got DirecTV in that bitch. That nigga cold chillin'.
That nigga ain't in the feds.
That nigga watching NBC like that shit could have been mine.
They put
Yeah,
that,
that's
they,
the whole
they put that
purpose.
nigga in the state penitentiary, bro. That nigga, he ain't chilling.
Damn,
They put him in gin pop?
how many
Yeah.
women you gotta rape for it to be a federal case, though?
Maybe you had to do 100.
I don't know. You gotta
40
be
more.
proven as probably like a serial person. But I don't even think, because like I said, he never really went to jail for all 60. He only went to jail for the one. So
Yeah.
maybe if he would have got convicted for the all 60, they would
probably would have put him in federal.
Man, first
I think in certain states you can be put up for the death penalty for shit like that.
That nigga ain't got. He got too much paper to be in Gen Pop, bro. He ain't in no Gen Pop, bro.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
I don't think he is either.
I don't think the paper and shit even matter because that nigga like Meek had motherfucking football team owners and shit behind him, and he was still in Gen Pop.
That's because of the system though too, because they was trying to fry the shit out of him just because of who he was.
I can't remember what system prosecuted Bill Cosby because you know he from Philly, so
I don't know.
It might have been the same.
I think it might have. Was it New York? It might have been New York.
I'm not even sure.
But
we can always find out.
We have the funny. I think the best part about all that shit, like all that shit going down. I know raping women is not cool.
It's not at all.
But the fact that so many people are like, shit, he was talking shit about niggas. Now look at him. Everybody just kind of like
they shitting on that nigga now. I mean, but that's kind of like what he deserved as far as
Because I'm hearing all type of stories of how this nigga didn't like certain shit, didn't want to fuck with people.
Yeah, I seen like, what's the old girl from Booty Call?
Yeah, I'm like,
I seen her on Vlad.
It's garbage. That movie is.
He called Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy said he called him after Raw after he did a little impression of him and shit. And
Don't be fucking mocking me, nigga.
A whole bunch of shit.
Can you imagine Bill Cosby on the phone like
going
off? Like,
Eddie Griffin said he called him and he said he don't like his content and shit like that. He too raunchy and shit. He can't
but
be
I'm talking about getting
him.
off. Like nigga, I run up on your ass. Like can you like Bill Cosby talking that shit?
No, you better get your old ass.
He from Philly.
I know where he from, nigga. He still his age is his age. You better have some young niggas. I will mop the floor with your old ass. Don't call my phone on that hot shit.
You talking about look at his age.
That nigga, he better have a motherfucking SEAL Team 6 behind that nigga to do some shit.
What the fuck is it? We have a 2018 awards. All right.
That nigga. What's his?
You said best bar to come out. You did put that on there.
Yeah, best bar.
I think that's a little like that's kind of like. I mean, I got one.
What?
But it's not even like a bar. It's more of like a whole verse.
What verse?
And it's the 1985 record.
Oh, okay.
From KOD.
Okay.
Just because it was a conversation. Mm-hmm. And it went so well. And he ended it off so gangster. Like, bitch, you gonna be on Love and Hip Hop,
nigga.
Like, god damn, like I felt bad for Pump.
Yeah.
After that record. Like I felt like, damn, bro. Like even though I know they had their little, powwow and they conversated, Yeah. But just the fact that he had a conversation with you and he sunned you the entire conversation. He let you know that you were beneath him and you will always be beneath him. I thought that shit was the most gangster shit.
I didn't really get that from that interview. I'm talking
about the record.
Oh yeah, the record. Yeah.
The 1985 record. Like he on that record. Like,
but that came from a place of malice where them niggas was saying "fuck you" on stage. So he was really on that tip. But after talking to that nigga, he was really trying to tell him like, bro, I was popping shit on the song, but for real, that's how that shit ended up.
Right, they had a real nigga conversation, and I applaud J. Cole for sitting down with him like that and really hearing what he had to say and where he come from and what
I was about
to say, I don't think that shit should have been televised. I don't think it should have been no internet thing. He could have just kicked it with that. Not
necessarily being televised, but the fact that he had to sit down with him and conversate.
Man, a lot of them niggas be having sit downs with each other, bro. That just behind the scenes.
I mean, they be doing like Rolling Loud together. They might have to be backstage and shit. They run into all type of people.
So I mean, I'm kind of curious because you said the bar shit. Like, what was the best bar of 2018? Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming you had something in mind.
No, I got that from somebody else online.
What do you have a particular bar?
Mine is kind of along the same lines as yours, like a verse.
Who was?
It was Jay-Z on 444 on the song Friends. Like that whole the first two verses is like you couldn't put both of them in the same vein. But it was just like he was kicking game and the song was hard as fuck.
Cause I wrestle with that too, cause that story of OJ shit. Like I thought that was a premier set of bars. The entire, song. And I felt like that was a conversation, but because that was a generalized conversation, I didn't pick it. I picked the one where a particular artist was talking to another particular artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jay was kicking game on the general, what I'm saying, like to everybody.
Yeah.
Trying to give you this $1 million game for $9.99. Like that shit was just out the window for me. Like, yeah, nigga, you the god.
Yeah.
But the fact that nigga Cole had a conversation with a nigga and a nigga wasn't there. Like, you probably had somebody in the booth like, yeah, you play Lil Pump, sit down, my nigga. Mm-hmm. You gonna get a little bit hip-hop.
Well, Cole is introspective like that, so you expect that type of shit from him.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but I didn't because
I like
Cole
Ross
is
verse
not
too on What's Free.
Yeah, I do too. But Cole is not a beef type of nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's not that guy. Not saying that he's not gonna wash a nigga if it's real beef.
But have it ever been somebody on stage saying fuck J. Cole?
No.
So we ain't never really seen him.
But I remember the situation.
Go,
not to bring up bullshit, but he had a situation with a particular executive that had an issue with his mans.
Yeah.
And that was the issue. Mm-hmm. It was fisticuffs. That was a beef.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm talking about like rap shit. Yeah.
That's still kind of, he never talked about it. This is what I'm saying.
Like,
no,
but I'm saying like these niggas was literally.
You talking about like beef in
yeah, because it's music beef. Them niggas on stage saying, got the crowd saying fuck J. Cole.
Yeah, but
so he like, fuck you little niggas. You niggas weak anyway.
Right.
But Yachty said some shit. It was before, and he kind of retracted. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just feel like that line of aggressive talk was elite for 2018.
Right.
What you think, man?
I don't know if I got a bar of the year.
I felt like it was kind of vague.
Yeah, I don't think it was more of a bar because I was looking at the question when I got them, and I'm thinking to myself like I can't really think of a bar per se because there's a few lines for a couple people that I like. But if I had to pick more so of like a verse or a song, it would be I gotta think of the name. I know it's off the KOD.
All right. In the meantime,
for sure. But I know it was damn show J. Cole. It was off the KOD. It was that song. It was that not the Kevin's Heart. But I like. You know what? Kevin's Heart. Thinking about Kevin Hart, I like the fact of how he was saying, "I can get the skirt if I want. I get the gold. I get the skirt if I want." Meaning, I can get the skirt. And then I can just skirt the fuck on.
Yeah, it was clever. And
I thought that, if you want to use that as a bar of a line or a line of the year, I think that was dope because a lot of people didn't catch on to that.
Nah.
A lot of people didn't catch on to that and that. But the song that I like is it got that like real slow beat to it, and he's singing on the end of it. But he say something about the mama, basically saying like the mama did so much she forgot to pay her taxes or do her taxes, and in the end of the song, I can't remember the name of it.
Familiar.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna tell you the name of it. But for the most part, that song was so fucking real. It was crazy.
I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. When you sent the question, right? So when I was in middle school, shouts out to Longfellow, is no longer standing. I was on the newspaper, and in 8th grade, we had like to put like our last paper of the year, you know. So I did an article on top 5 best lyrics about Ice, and it instantly took me back to that. Like, I can't remember all of them verbatim, but I know Jadakiss was on there when he had that Knock Yourself Out record.
Yeah.
And the watch got so many rocks. When you look at the time, it's sort of like you're watching yourself.
I know Shine on there from
Look, that was number 1 actually. Like talking about Rich Shine Like a Light. No, not that. Okay, let's talk about this ice that I'm carrying. All these carrots like I'm a fucking vegetarian. Niggas say I buried them. Y'all already know it. I throw out my arm and bitches started snowing. That shit was elite, my nigga. Shouts out to Wayne for that, my guy. That was number 1. I remember that because I was infatuated with that line.
Yeah, that line was hard.
That line made me start writing raps.
Yeah. That nigga Wayne, he was on his shit back then.
That nigga said all these carrots like I'm a fucking vegetarian.
Like, nigga say I buried them. Y'all already know it.
And the crazy part is, every year from 500 Degrees to like Carter 3, he was dropping fucking fire, and niggas was not picking up what he was putting the fuck down.
But that, it's significant for me because that actually made me start writing raps. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought that was the most clever shit I ever heard in my life at that moment.
Yeah.
I'm 13 years old. I'm in 8th grade. You feel what I'm saying? And I understood what Ice was, carrots, vegetarian. Oh shit!
Right.
Like, nigga, you threw your shit out. They thought it started snowing, my nigga. Like, shit, nigga, that's a lot of ice, nigga.
I think mine for me, what made me get into because I wanted to write too at one point, was Takeover from Jay-Z off the Blueprint. That was my shit.
That shit just instantly took me to that. That was kind of nostalgic. Shouts out to Big J for that one. Yeah. I was like, it was like fast, like not fast, but
that's if you talk about like jewelry talk, nigga. That's one of the like top 5 bars.
Not elite jewelry talk.
If that's not in your top 5, because that's not only clever, but the metaphor is there.
And then when it came out, that shit came out in like what, 2000, nigga?
And it's still like if you do like now, 2018, we talking 18 years ago.
Yeah.
That shit
sound like it come out now, nigga.
Probably one of the hardest lines ever to come out a nigga mouth, pause, about diamonds.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Especially now that we know Wayne for the metaphor nigga that he is. You know what I'm saying?
Cut it out, man. I
Gotta
can't
be
even
one of the
associate
top
that
5
much
bars.
shit together, man.
Yeah.
The fuck? Like, nigga.
And that whole verse was heavy. He had a couple triple entendres in that bitch.
Heavy.
That shit was hard.
You know what I mean? But I just, shouts out to Wayne, but
And that nigga was just here last night too.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
it was
I seen a picture with Cash now.
Alright, so like speaking of that, because now like you getting me like riled up.
Yeah.
Now I want to go to Song of the Year for 2018.
Oh, that's
And don't fucking say nothing by Drake, my nigga.
I know he was.
And I'm not saying that Drake, I'm not Drizzy, listen. I'm not saying that you didn't have a fucking good year. This nigga just said your album was the album of the year, Tim. I don't want one of your fucking singles to be this nigga single. Like, it was dope ass records out.
Yeah.
A lot.
I ain't gonna lie. I like that. Yo Beezy. That's on
me, baby.
That's on.
Out of everything that just came out for real.
But it just, I don't know. That and then that little baby, the first little baby I ever heard was him and Drake.
That was the first one?
That was the first one I've heard.
Cause what was that other song that I liked by Lil Baby that not my dog.
Yeah,
That's my dog.
my
Yeah,
dog.
that's my shit, nigga.
My song is off that mixtape.
We hit him 2 in a row. Like, nigga, what? We hit him 2 in a row?
Yeah, I heard that.
That's what I thought he said. I don't know.
But yeah, mine was
hit
that.
them two in a row.
Mine
We
was
hit him
that.
2 in a row?
Yes.
Talking about bitches, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the mine was that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hell no. That shit light, bro.
No, he went in, when, bitch on the baby. When he said that
When
shit,
he said that shit, I cut that shit off.
I thought it was cold.
Not lying.
Shouts out to my big bro Marv. Nigga, that's our shit, nigga.
Listen,
I ain't gonna lie.
Marv shit.
Stop bugging.
No, bro.
Bitch, I'm a baby?
When, bitch, I'm a baby. He went in.
No, he said I'm the baby. He said I'm a baby.
Yeah, but you get it.
I think,
Nigga,
he
you
said,
grown
I,
as
think,
fuck.
I think he actually said, bitch, I'm little baby.
I think he said, bitch, I'm a little baby too. But at the same time, I just thought that line, it might be
Why?
stupid to everybody
Mac,
else.
no, Mac,
it
fuck
just
that.
it was
Tell me why.
Bro, the vibe was crazy off that song. Look, Drake came in, he cleaned it up, right? Let's get that out the way. This little baby just clean my clothes, no starch, please. And he just got to go. The yellow diamonds like Pikachu, all that shit, man. I don't know, bro. I was in it, and then when that went, I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting no grown ass man to drop no when, bitch, I'm a baby. But I just thought the shit was like, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I just thought it was crazy.
That's what it is. It's the feeling that you get from a song.
It's just like,
because the song I picked, it has nothing to
That
do
shit
with.
wasn't sweet
and
like
it had
that, but
nothing to
it
do
got
with
lit when
bars
you
or
heard
none
it.
of that shit. No bars or none of that shit was in that shit.
Shouts out to Bobby. He be home soon. But yeah, man. I just something about that. It was something about that line. I just thought it was dope. I
I fuck with Lil Baby though.
But that album was nice though. That Lil Baby album was nice.
What's your song, Dre?
I be playing a bunch of shit, so I'm
I
trying
played
to.
a lot of shit too this year. Cause I was gonna say a song, but I know like us, we might know it, and other people who fuck with that particular artist know it. But that motherfucking Boss album, The Milky Way.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
He had so many nice songs on that.
I listen to Cole, like anything but Cole, but and don't judge me.
I ain't judging you because my song has nothing to do with my. If you look at my song that I picked.
I don't want you to think I'm biased by saying this shit though.
Oh no, go ahead.
Boca Raton featuring A$AP Ferg. That's the song.
I heard that song. That song hard.
I like that.
It's, and I'm just spitballing because this is one of the songs that I play refusely.
Yeah.
It's that I Love It record. Yeah, Pump.
Okay.
That beat, nigga. I don't know, bro.
It's so simple, but
That's
it's so
you.
good.
Do. Like, nigga, that shit gotta make you want to do the. Nigga, just damn, nigga, oh, that's my shit.
You know
nigga,
that's a sample though, right?
I know. But I know it's a sample, nigga.
And they slowed it down too.
And that's what I like. It's like it's certain songs like if you do a sample, like Ye, I think Ye is the master of doing a sample.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Especially
because
the old samples.
because he's not gonna take a real significant part of the song. He's gonna take something that you probably didn't even notice was in that song.
Yeah.
And he's gonna stretch that motherfucker, drop the BPMs on that bitch. And he's gonna do a bunch of shit to that motherfucker.
He's gonna tweak the sound so it don't sound the same.
So it don't sound the same.
Different pitch.
It's gonna be a lot of shit. But I think I love it. It's probably the best song of the year, like to me.
You saying the best song of the year or our favorite song of the year?
Oh, my favorite song of the year, rather.
Because my favorite song, that wouldn't be my favorite song of the year, though.
What would be your favorite song?
My favorite song is that Boca Raton. I don't know, but that beat, that island little beat, and I'm on them Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Sick on them Boca Raton. I just thought that shit was sweet. And that nigga Ferg came on there. His verse was nice.
Oof. Shout out to Ferg.
Yeah, that nigga. That song hard, though. I fuck with it.
That was my summer song.
I got two.
Okay, go ahead.
And they purely off of feeling. It has no lyrical ability or none of that shit.
Okay.
It's Lil Baby Exotic. Whenever I hear that song, I just feel like, nigga, that's the beat hard. Wherever you at, bro.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if you was in a motherfucking 69 Impala, nigga. Like, that bitch make you feel like you luxury.
Okay.
And Sheck West, Mo Bamba.
I just
That shit is just like, I don't even like the lyrics on that shit. That beat is harder than a motherfucker.
Remember that meme? Remember that video I tagged y'all in? That shit was so cold with the team. Motherfucker. That was my shit.
That shit is hard.
That song do something to me.
Yeah, it do, bro.
But I feel like it's a negative impact on my life. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bad influence.
It is, bro.
Nigga, because I don't know what I want to do, but I got to do something.
It reminds you of like Crime Mob, Nuck If You Buck. When that shit come on,
it
make you want to push somebody, bro.
But, and don't, like I said, don't judge me again. But I feel like the best song of the year is Sada Baby and Drago.
Oh, that shit is. That's my shit
Man.
too. Cheat Code.
No, not Cheat Code.
No, Cheat Code.
Party.
The one where they all
Black
dancing
Party.
in the video?
Black Party.
Yeah.
Nigga, shouts out to y'all niggas.
Yeah.
And I know, like I said, a lot of our people, they in New York, but I know y'all heard this shit because that fucking video got like 20 million views.
Sada Baby everywhere, so y'all know y'all heard of it.
But the fact that record, like, when it comes on, my nigga, you start moving instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly you start moving.
Yeah.
It just feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, bro. But shouts out to them. That's to me, the best record of the year.
What do you say?
Period.
I fuck the club up with the dance moves.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm gonna fuck the club up with the dance moves.
You stupid.
Boy, nigga, if you don't stop playing.
Arigato, Mr. That just made me want to listen to
So
it now.
what do you feel like is the best song of the year, though?
The best song?
And they still playing Drago Beto. I mean, not Drago Beto, but Drago and Sada right now.
That's true.
And not just on 107.5, on FM 98, and that's IR Radio.
Best song. Damn. See, it's hard. It's a lot of shit I like.
But what's the song that, like, you gonna go to?
You know what my shit was for 2018?
What?
J-Rock Win.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's my shit. But that ain't my... That
Redemption is one of my top albums of this year,
Yeah, that's
too.
one of my top 5 of 2018, for sure.
The albums. Redemption was hard.
I don't think I can ever really make a top 5 just because there's a lot of niggas I don't fuck with. So I'm like, I'm not even...
No, I'm just saying top 5 albums that came out.
He definitely in my top... I'm talking about for 2018, overall 2018, he's definitely in the top 5 albums.
Yeah,
Of
most
the year,
definitely.
for sure. And if you hear my top 5, you probably agree with some and probably not agree with all, but it's a decent top 5. It was 2018.
I just wanted to know what y'all niggas' best songs.
My best song, if I say best song of the year, Win by J-Rock.
It probably is Sicko Mode. Travis Scott.
It's a lot of parts to that.
But you want to know why? I don't like nothing against Travis.
Yeah.
But Drake did go the fuck off on that.
Yeah, he did. And then I like the Take Keith part. Like the second half of the song. That shit, I don't know. I can do without the other half.
So you feel like the best song?
Yeah, I would say that, yeah. Just because the feeling, it's universally, everybody fucking.
I'm just letting niggas know off the bell.
It goes up as soon as that song come on, bro.
Black Party was the best song of 2018, and I'm going into 2019 playing that shit, nigga. So
Or Drip Too Hard, maybe. Lil Baby and Gunna.
yeah, but no,
You don't think so?
I don't think that shit harder than Black Party. It is like real shit. Like I know
to you, yeah.
I know they not on that level. Like as far as like you know what I'm saying, like the Lil Babies and shit like that, which is most unfortunate. But I feel like when you put that Block Party on and you compare it to a lot of these other songs, that shit don't hold up.
That's true.
Like real shit, like that feeling you get.
That's true.
You said I can't say Drake, but Drake nonstop. That shit was hard.
That shit hard too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like it was a good year for fucking music.
Watch it.
Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Let's just say. Do we have any more awards to give out for this? Like for the 2018?
The best moment on the podcast.
All right.
Best moment on the podcast.
But go ahead.
And we not actually giving niggas awards out, nigga. We ain't hit enough subscribers yet. But it's on the way.
We'll send you a certificate.
I send you shit, nigga.
We just gonna talk
share
about
and repost.
Yeah,
share and repost
and tag you in it.
Yeah, we got you.
I already know what you probably gonna say, but
you already know what I'm gonna say, nigga.
I know what you gonna say.
So go first then.
So my best moment on the podcast is probably Jay's best moment on the podcast. Is when we did the Miami Nights episode, and that probably was our shittiest episode. Like, just because it was a lot going on.
To be honest with you, the way it was edited,
it was edited immaculate.
It actually wasn't bad.
The lighting was perfect. The sound was perfect. It was a lot.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was my favorite moment. Just because, like, one, we stayed consistent. Like, everything was down there, and then we still did our episode.
Yeah.
And it was the feeling. Like, it was Miami vibes.
Yeah,
you know?
that shit was just a whole experience on itself. I said that one, and then maybe the Bow Wow shit.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So earlier this year, if y'all don't know, we had a conversation whether Bow Wow was a legend or not. And we clipped it, and we put it out, and somehow it got to Shy Moss's hands. And shouts out to him, but he put the shit on his Instagram.
Not only that, he clipped the shit his own self.
Like, I don't know if he did it himself.
No, I know. Well, I'm saying not himself, but his people did it.
His people clipped it because there was a lot of more parts into it, the shit that we said.
Yeah, because once I went back today and I was doing our recap for the year, I looked at the conversation. That shit it's like he had to take something from the beginning of the clip and then mash it towards the end.
Yeah. So he had some good ass motherfuckers on that.
Not only that he took the time to do that shit.
To do it, yeah. And and I think you know what? Damn, that was probably the most exciting part.
Yeah,
I think that was the best moment.
Yeah,
I mean, Miami Nights is number 2, but the Shy Moss shit, and that's just because, and I know a lot of people look at Bow Wow as just this washed up ass nigga, whatever like that. But coming from our era, Bow was one of them niggas that you kind of wanted to be like in middle school. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
A lot of niggas grew braids and shit just to be like this nigga.
Him and Iverson, nigga.
Him and Ivo. You wanted to dress like you wanted the Mickey Mouse chain, but.
I had a Mickey Mouse chain, but it was just the face. But I had it because I was like 5.
But I feel like he's as important to our childhood as any other of these niggas that we mentioned. Whether it be Onyx, whether it be DMX, whatever. Yeah. Bow Wow is one of them niggas that's probably one of the most important pieces.
Every girl you liked in middle school and high school.
Every girl you liked.
I got so many dances because of a Bow Wow song in middle school and high school.
Yeah, he just so by him doing that shit and putting that shit on his Instagram, I thought that shit was the dopest shit in the world. And we didn't do that shit for clickbait. We actually was honest in our opinion and how we felt about it. I don't know if we should elaborate on it, what we said, or do you want to? No,
we ain't gotta elaborate on it.
So
but it did.
Look at the clip. It's Bow Wow Legend.
And it did what, like 100?
It did over 100,000 views on his page.
Yeah.
And I still to this day I think that's the most viewed video on his page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's dope.
I thought that shit was dope, and it let me know in the beginning, and I was in the beginning.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That was like fucking episode 13 or some shit.
Nigga, we was on the couch. It was 15.
15.
We was on the couch. Yeah.
And for that to happen, it was like, damn. Like, these motherfuckers be watching, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say their name, bro, they gonna see it.
Yeah.
But that ain't our goal, like, to get clickbait and shit like that. We just was having
it was just cool and organic.
It was organic. We was having a conversation.
We didn't even know about it. Somebody else.
Somebody hit me up.
Yeah,
like,
somebody
you on
inboxed
Bow Wow
us.
page. I'm like, what, nigga? Like, I instantly thought some negative shit. Like, oh, it's about to be some fugazi shit. Nah. Yeah. But it was, and that light. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I regret about that situation is we didn't have a watermark, and we didn't get added in the shit, and that shit would have did like the most for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially at that beginning, I don't think.
Right, in that many episodes, 15.
Only 15 in. I don't think that shit was.
And we have 50 now, and I wasn't even a part of those episodes yet. So.
Shit, if that shit would have happened like that, you probably wouldn't even be here.
Exactly.
Just because our numbers would be so high, you know what I'm saying, or it went up to a point. So maybe it didn't happen like that because, we needed to get to episode 50. Yeah. We needed to make sure that that's what the fuck we was gonna do, or this is what we was gonna do.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it was timing in the shit. It didn't happen like now. The show grown so much. The set looked different. Mm-hmm. We carry conversations and shit better. We know not to step on each other's toes and argue, over little stupid shit.
Yeah.
So like we grown a lot over this past year, and just to see like the progress. Like I edit this shit every week. Yeah. So I'm looking at this. I'm watching us go through conversations. That shit got easier and easier. Yeah. That shit used to take 2 days.
Remember how nervous that shit was? We used to be kind of like, you know what I mean? Now it's just
because we was debating when we first started. We was like, okay, episode 10, we gonna start doing visual, and I was really against it the whole time, just because I knew it was gonna be a bitch edited. But the more we started doing that shit, the easier that shit got. It got easier than when we were just doing audio. Yeah. To be honest with you, so. I'm glad we went through that experience. I learned a lot. You learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? We grew as a podcast. We got Mac now. Yeah. Everything, you know what I'm saying, bro? It works how it works, you know.
I just think, like, just thinking about that shit, like, if, like, we would have got added and that shit, we'd have blew up a little too quick.
Yeah. Because we wasn't fine-tuned as we...
You know, honestly, everything happens for a reason. And I think even if y'all would have got that exposure at that time, I feel like I still would have been a part of it, even when I came in. Only because it was like, you had got in contact with Marv, and, you gave him the information that you was about to get married and everything. Mm-hmm. So he hit me up naturally. It's like, anytime he goes out to have some fun, Mac, you trying to go? I'm like, yeah, I don't care who it is. Where we going? I know it's going to be a good vibe anytime. Yeah. But when he said, you remember Jamel? I was like, nigga. Yeah. Talking about Jamel. Nigga, yeah, nigga, you talking about. He about to get married. I was like, oh shit, he about to be in the clan now. I was like, he's like, you trying to go? We getting on the party bus. It's 20 to get on. It's going to be a stripper. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Hey, let me get out of here. Stop being a dad for a minute. Just be a nigga.
So I get what you're saying. It would have happened that way.
Everything, I feel like everything is meant. All the bad, all the good. All the bad that I experienced in 2018, I think my gift from God was sitting here with y'all, because this is something that I have done consistently without being on a daytime or even nighttime job, that this is my job. Yeah. I mean, I'm not getting paid for it, but I'm getting the experience. Yeah. I'm getting the know-how. I'm learning things. I'm giving suggestions. We got things coming up because I said a word or something. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, every piece fits perfectly in the puzzle of life that you're trying to create. And y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all took a risk though, but y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all felt it. And now it's a 3-man team, and I like that. I feel like the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm Kobe.
I'll take D Fish.
I take.
You think
I can do D
Fish is part of the 3-man team?
I'll give it to him more than anybody else on that team.
I'm trying to think of who was at the time.
Lamar
Ory. Yeah, Robert Ory, because that 3. Oof.
I gotta be Shaq there. Fuck it.
You can be Shaq. I'll take Robert Ory.
I said to my Shaq boy, so long.
Let me get my 32.
Fucking 40.
You know what we gotta do.
Anyway,
we're gonna go and score.
Shouts out to Shy for that shit, and we're gonna at your ass again. This time, nigga.
We're gonna have a watermark too.
Do your shit.
Yeah, we got you, man.
God damn, man.
We have to alley-oop this bitch to you, bro.
Now, are we done with the awards, y'all?
Yeah, we good.
All right.
That was a good wrap up.
Now, let's get into the fuckery. We don't have a lot of fuckery to cover, but we're gonna run through the shit like the shits.
Yes, sir.
So let's get it. Let's talk Bird Box.
Okay.
Man.
Everybody has been talking about this funky ass movie. This funky ass, piece of shit ass, good ass, dog ass film.
Okay.
You gotta, if you go insult a motherfucker, you gotta compliment him at the same time.
At the same time.
I'm telling you, man. Like, how you gonna give a nigga a compliment at the same time? That's the only way to do it, nigga.
That's the way to do it.
Alright, so, and I gotta Sandra Bullock is my white lady crush.
You got a thing for her?
I got a thing for her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of y'all.
I got one, but it ain't her.
Well, Sandra Bullock is always, she look kind of.
She cute.
She look kind of bad in this movie.
She look kind of plastic.
Kind of bad.
Yeah. But look at the time.
She got that Michael Jackson nose.
They was like Walking Dead, but people still living.
So, Bird Box. I guess it's a Bird Box challenge going on now.
Is it?
It's like everybody trying to have the best picture now.
Oh yeah, with the blindfold.
The kids
That's all right,
by themselves.
Because we got a challenge for your ass. And it's coming. But anyway, Bird Box challenge. I mean, not Bird, but just the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Generally, did y'all think the movie was good?
I thought it was great.
So it's 3 and out. All right. What do you feel like? What was the comments that you were seeing? People were saying like the negative shit.
A lot of niggas were talking about fuck the white bitch, which I agree.
Fuck the white bitch.
You remember the big white girl?
One?
Yeah.
Olympia?
Yeah.
Nah, man, she's just kind-hearted, bro.
She was kind-hearted,
Fuck that.
The crazy part was when she let my mans in.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, look.
She let my mans in. Y'all went from a group of like at least 6 or 7, maybe even 8. Well, probably 9, because then, you know, MGK,
that got
little Latino.
But
bitch,
not only
they
that,
got the
though.
fuck on, and you don't know what happened with these niggas.
Bitch, you wasn't even supposed to be here in the first place. We let you in. You ain't got the authority to open no goddamn doors.
Kind hearted.
Hey, look,
I don't give a fuck.
And she was pregnant too, hormonal. She don't know.
Not your door to open.
Man kept telling nobody else can come in.
Oh, my man for Red. That's my nigga.
His last name is Malkovich. Shout out to you. I wish they listened to your ass. You could probably still be alive right now. I'm just saying.
But she ain't got no authority to open no goddamn doors.
She opened that door and it was over for them, bro.
Come
that
on,
white
bro.
guy, he was one of them. For one, he was one of the ones who broke out the asylum. Didn't nobody probably pay attention to that in the movie. He played it quick as hell.
Because the nigga had a suit on. Like, you ain't...
Because he took the suit from
I had
one of
looked
the
at some
doctors
shit.
that worked there, and that's how he had that suit.
Yeah, but I was looking at some shit on YouTube, and they was talking about like breaking it down as far as like how the virus affect people differently. Mm-hmm. They were saying like by him being crazy and already having psychotic thoughts in his head, that the virus affected him differently. So he didn't get uncontrollably like
Crazy.
Like how they was like seeing visions of their parents and shit like that and kill themselves. What he was doing is he wanted to kill.
Yeah, he
so
used
these
it as an
like so the virus like split. Some people died and sacrificed themselves. Some people turned into like killing machines. So all the crazy people was killing machines. So that was dope. Like it's just like the little nuances about the movie.
They told you he was from the crazy house when he started putting up those pictures.
Yeah,
because you know some of those pictures they was probably giving him to look at, and he probably just kept it like he did like a mental picture and then drew it out. And we started spreading the picture. I knew it from there. I was like, yeah.
I thought he was drawing the fucking demon.
No, that's probably what it was. It probably because you know the virus is in him, so the demon is projecting itself through him. So it's probably drawing itself and shit, like kind of giving them symbols and shit. But I thought the movie was dope.
The saddest part to me was when she told the kids that one of them gonna have to look.
Yeah.
And it kept going to the little girl, and we all knew that the little girl wasn't hers.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, that's fucked up.
Because she knew she was having a boy, and she told her sister that in the beginning of the movie. And the sister wanted her to have a girl.
I was like, bro.
I mean, but when you...
I don't know. I think I did exactly what she did. We just gonna take our chances off this shit. Because I love kids, bro.
Yeah.
I love kids,
and they was 5, bro. Like, little-ass kids. I cannot, for the life of me, sacrifice a kid. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I
can't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get us to as far as I can go on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or something, nigga. We just gonna tough it out on this rapids. You know what I mean? But
that's the thing that we never know either. Like it could affect kids a different way too, because they got a different innocence than we do.
Yeah, our innocence is
so you know what I'm saying. It could not affect them. I don't even
know if it would have affected the kids because
exactly. They didn't show no kids.
No kid. They never showed a kid with the problem.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a lot. It could be a second one, and they can like play off that shit. Like the kids can save everybody.
And I like the fact that she named her Olympia after her mother.
Yeah,
I thought that was nice.
I ain't gonna lie, it fucked me up when I found out that their name was boy and girl for the longest time.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought she was just saying boy, girl? You thought?
Yeah. They was like, what's the baby's name? The doctor asked at the end of the movie. She like, what's the kid's name? She was like, the kid's like, girl.
Boy.
The boy like, boy. She like, Because when she looked at her, Sandra Bullock looked at her, and the doctor looked at her like, come on now, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
you gotta
man.
do better than that.
Come on, man.
It was overall, it was a good movie.
That movie was good. And I'm tired of you hating ass niggas talking about it didn't make no sense. Unanswered question. Now, granted, it did have some unanswered questions. I give y'all that. But y'all niggas always want to hate on something because y'all, that's the wave. Be the negative Nancy. Shut the fuck up and enjoy some shit sometime in your life. 2019, enjoy yourselves, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the movie was good, man. Y'all niggas are haters. Right? That's just like y'all didn't like Bright, and I thought Bright was great. I thought Bright was great. It's a good movie. You should check it out.
I think that
this is
scene,
one of the highest grossing movies for Netflix.
That scene that they had
site.
at the end with the when he shot the officers and shit. I mean, shot the people. Like that shit was hard.
Yeah, like they said that was one of the top grossing movies.
Don't look at me. I didn't see it.
You didn't see that shit?
Check it out.
You told me to watch it. I'm like, no, I'm all right.
It's not a good movie. It's a alright movie. It's better than a lot of shit you probably come across on Netflix.
Man, it's a lot of shit I don't watch on Netflix. Shout out to Netflix though. I just do be like, no, I'm straight.
Netflix has got me watching shit that I normally wouldn't watch anyway.
I ain't fucking with
so you may open your shit up a little bit.
Overall, Bird Box was a hell of a fucking movie.
Yes, sir.
And I'm looking forward to part 2. I hope the birds
Had something to do with it.
And then the aliens, I don't know what the fuck going on.
I mean, because
Did
honestly,
you
we
get
really
Bird
don't
Box,
know
like
what
the
the
name?
Bird Box thing was for.
Did you understand the name Bird Box?
Yeah,
Because of them birds they had in the box?
because they was in the box.
Who?
They end up in the fucking box, surrounded by birds.
They did, technically.
No, it was kind of like they are like the birds. Like they not free. Like in the box. They trapped in the box. Like the world is a box.
But they actually had birds
because
in
they
the
can't
box,
get
too.
away from this shit. Like the bird, they trapped like the birds is in the box.
And they had birds in the
not
box.
trapped though.
The birds are trapped because how the fuck they gonna get out if they don't open the lid? They trapping them in the box. Just
Nigga, I seen 3 seagulls earlier, nigga. They birds, nigga. They was flying.
no,
They
I'm talking about the birds that they had.
Oh fuck that! I just got like a nigga. They had a bird in the box, and when they was walking with it, and then they end up surrounded by birds, like in the box. So, what? But it was a good ass fucking movie. You know what I mean? But all right, now let's move along to some motherfucking beef. This shit. Now, if y'all been living under a fucking rock, you know that the Migos and Bone Thugs and Harmony have been going back and forth. It was a battle, you know. Who's the better group type shit. The Migos said that they were the better group. They have their argument. Bone Thugs say, look, nigga, I'm trying to do my busy bone voice, man. We do this shit, dog.
That sounds just like them, though.
All right, so, boom. Now, this shit going on another level. Lazy Bone drop a diss track.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say this. My nigga, that shit was bulk day trash. That shit was garbage.
You think they have a better diss track for them?
Who?
Migos.
No.
Cause nigga, that diss track he had, that Quavo had for Nicki was
Man, them niggas be trying to get a diss track and have you dancing in the club to that shit, nigga. Like, wait a minute, hold on.
Well,
Nigga.
hold on, wait, no, this ain't cool. What the
Nigga,
fuck?
what the fuck happened to diss tracks? And I fuck with Bone, and I fuck with Migos, sorta. But El Burner or Lele, Lazy Bone, whatever the fuck you like to be called, my nigga, back to the drawing board with that shit. That shit was garbage. And I fuck with y'all. But that, like, nigga, have you listened to diss records? Like, at all? Like, nigga, Tupac hit him up.
He couldn't have, bro.
You know what I'm
Ice
saying?
Cube, No Vaseline.
Ice Cube, No Vaseline, Drake, back to back. Like, you know, and that's just like, boop, boop, you know what I'm saying? Just showing you how diss tracks have not really...
Was beef.
beef. Like, it's a lot of shit that you could have went and listened to before you decided to make this shit. The beat you picked was garbage. So that lets me know whatever the fuck y'all do as far as music-wise, y'all beat selection is still going to be in question. Did you fart on that nigga diss track?
You petty as fuck.
That nigga
for
farted on your diss track with a kid's ass,
This nigga
nigga.
Jay is petty Betty
I
tonight.
had to get that nigga one time,
Listen.
bro.
And make no misunderstanding. I fuck with y'all. Bone, Lazy, Crazy, Wish, Busy. Then they have a death bone or some shit like that.
Was it Lazy, Busy, Wish, Flesh, and Crazy? Did I already say Crazy? I don't know. I know Crazy Bone was
Listen,
the
all the bones.
the tall, dark skinned one.
The skeletons.
You want me to fart on him at the same time? Give him another.
Hey, that was a winner fart though.
Just shit on your diss song. Listen, we're
That nigga
not
got
here.
a shirt in his jeans.
We are not here to bash. We are here to talk about this culture that we absorb and we love. My nigga, that shit was garbage.
That shit was not it, man.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it.
I didn't even know about it.
Nigga.
That shit was ass, nigga.
Dog, you about to make me look at that shit on YouTube. I know it's on YouTube.
My nigga, that shit was trash. Back to the drawing board. I'm not saying don't swing no more.
For real,
But
nigga.
that was strike
Come
one.
harder, way harder is what he's
That
saying.
was strike one.
Yeah.
Now, I saw a video earlier of Busy Bone with a fucking gun. I don't know who he was talking to or talking about. I'm assuming it's the Migos.
Here you go, bro.
I'm assuming it's the Migos. We all know Cleveland a real place.
Yeah.
It's close to home.
Yeah, we can say that.
Y'all niggas bred damn near from the same cloth we is.
This song, I ain't listen to it though.
Listen,
Let Me Go. All right.
this shit's supposed to be music. That's all I was waiting on, some music.
Some music.
But Migos, they ain't even the type of group that do that.
But the way that diss track sound,
Yeah.
I'm expecting guns now. Like, nigga, cause you missed.
You know what it put me in the mind frame of?
What?
That fucking Bizarre against Joe Budden.
Don't do that.
Oh.
Don't fucking do that.
That's what it
Because
put
I
me
told
in
you
the
that
mind
Bizarre
for.
shit was lit for Bizarre.
No, it wasn't, bro. That shit was ass, my nigga.
It was lit for Bizarre. Shouts out to Biz.
What
It was
is
lit
it?
for Bizarre.
Yeah.
See, he got the sounds, but Bizarre, I ain't shitting on that, nigga.
I give him one more.
Damn, nigga, you pulled it, nigga. That was
That nigga need to go take a shit.
Listen.
That nigga's stomach was gurgling.
But did you like? So, what do you think about like? Do you think like this shit is going to like another level?
What you mean?
Like it's going past music?
I think Migos ignoring the shit out of these niggas.
I hope they are, because I don't want to see no fisticuffs or guns.
What I don't like, and it's the only thing I don't like from the Migos camp,
Yeah.
whether it be Offset, whether it be Takeout, Quavo, listen. Stop calling niggas broke. Don't do that. You don't know what them niggas' pockets like, bro. You will hope that one day you will be able to get to that point to be in this game
Still.
for 30 years, my nigga, and still can tour and get money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when we talked about that shit last week, that was my biggest argument about being considered the best and legendary.
Yeah.
Like, you have to still have a fan base 30 years from now. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay to talk that King God shit now,
Yeah.
but it's not really okay. You're not solidified.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's only a couple niggas that solidified. Y'all care about numbers. It's a few niggas that don't.
They care about hits and longevity.
I give you that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
These niggas is touring off it. They ain't dropped the album, bro. Cause I remember they had that one record.
They take me home.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
That had to been 2000.
Shouts out to Phil Collins.
Okay, so boom. But nigga, it's 18 years, bro, and they not even touring off of that. They touring off the shit they dropped in 1995.
yeah.
Come on, man.
You think
I give you that.
I can't argue that they're the greatest, like the best rap group ever.
Yeah. But they are legends.
But they legends.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And being the greatest, you have to be a legend.
Who's the greatest group of all time?
Outkast.
I was gonna say Outkast.
I feel like Outkast could be considered the greatest group of all time if they get together.
One more time.
A lot of shit that they do, like they don't even really like talking about each other. Like, I don't know, it's a lot of personal shit going on with them niggas.
No, he Dre came out and apologized on that I'm Sorry song.
Okay.
And he apologized to Big Boy because he said at that time when Love Below and the Speaker Box album came out, he said they were hitting so much ground and so they had different levels of fans, and when they seen that, and he said a lot of stuff was happening for him, and he forgot that when they came to this game, they originally was supposed to not even really been a group for real. It was like the Dungeon Family or, you know, the other group's name within the group. You know, they was like,
Yeah.
you know, they said Organized Noise. They said we need someone like a Big Boy and we need somebody like a Dre. Because Big Boy was like the pimp. He was the hustler. He was the gangster, but he was a pimp with it. And Andre was the introspective, but at the same time, straight metaphors like a motherfucker. Bars like crazy, but for a Southern nigga, because they was comparing him with Snoop, and Snoop back then was hot too.
Yeah.
So, and he apologized to him because he said like, bro, that was our biggest time of our career was Speaker Box Love Below. And he said, I dropped the ball on you, and that's not fair. And so that's why they did confirm, I think like a year or two ago, or maybe a year ago, when they did that one performance when he came out with the white hair, he had some on a jumpsuit he had on.
Yeah.
They confirmed it then. It is another Outkast album coming, and this time it won't be a Dre's.
Love Below. It'll be
And boy, it's going to be a mixture like all the old albums before.
I bet you that shit come 2020. I think in 2020,
I think
it's gonna be a lot of shit.
It's gonna be a lot of music that's
Just because the numeric number.
Yeah.
I think you know what that too, and the fact that when we got the Carter 5 this year, that's when I started feeling like we had hope, because I thought we was never gonna get that. I felt like they was gonna do Carter 5 the way Dr. Dre did Detox, and he hyped it up so well too. He had people dropping the name of his album, almost every hot song in that time frame. When he said something when they got to the 10-year mark, we like, Fuck you.
Right. Now, you know, I don't want to stay on this Bone Thugs and MIgo shit. I'm just hoping that the shit stay music. Yeah. And I'm hoping that I hear a better diss record, Lele. Better diss record.
This nigga called this nigga Lele.
Shit, Busy Bone called that nigga Lele. Oh, I gotta be a bone nigga.
Ain't they brothers?
That shit sound weird as hell. Lele.
Ain't they brothers?
Cause he was talking about the diss record. You know, Lele gonna get at your ass that business. Like, that's what he said. All right, cool.
Oh shit!
If I'm a bone nigga, it'll be Big Bone. That was a joke. You ain't got that sound.
I'm slipping, bro.
He ain't got it queued up.
I'm slipping. Go
ahead. All right, so that was funny.
I get there.
All right, so because we're still talking about legends,
right,
and legendary shit.
I know where we're going.
Okay, legends and legendary shit. Now remember this. Nigga B2K going on tour, my nigga.
Okay.
I think that's a legendary moment for them.
I ain't never went to their tour. I ain't gonna bullshit.
B2K going on tour, nigga.
Well, I got a cousin that went.
They got heavy hitters with them too.
Down.
They got heavy hitters too.
Wordplay podcast on that bitch.
I'm not going.
Me neither, nigga.
I'm not going.
I ain't never listened to that shit for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought y'all was gonna keep the wave. I was gonna
Listen,
lie.
no. I fuck with dog.
I fuck with him.
Don't get me wrong. That music was nigga. That was the shit.
Nigga, bump.
Nigga, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wasn't into that shit.
I'm just not going to a B2K concert. Not gonna happen.
When it was like girls wanted to hear this shit, I just said fuck it. I'm getting pussy, so whatever. That's how I felt back in them days. Yeah. I was a hoe.
How do y'all feel about this? So the first thing when my wife and her homegirls talking about the shit, we in that bitch, da. No problem with that.
Yeah.
I know it's nostalgic for you.
We in that
just
bitch.
like if Cash Money ever go on tour, I don't give a fuck how much tickets cost. I'm there.
We on
now,
shit.
My question was, do you think Amarion looked at that bank account and was like, shit, I might need to consider this tour,
That's what I think, bro.
Because he was so against the shit.
He said fuck it like 5 years straight.
I ain't doing that shit. Nigga, I'm a solo artist. Maybach, I ain't selling, my nigga.
That's what it was. And he got, this is the one time I could say Rick Ross had failed when he tried to do something.
Because he got the wrong artist, he should have got Lloyd. Shouts out to
That's
Lloyd.
what I said. That's what I said.
But
Lloyd he still can do it if he go get Lloyd.
Do
back.
y'all think that this, I think the tour gonna sell out off hype alone.
Yeah.
Off hype alone.
But then you see the names that's coming with them.
That's what I was gonna ask.
They got Pretty Ricky, fucking Bobby V. They got Chingy gonna be there, I think, or some shit.
Nah, I might need to hit that.
Yeah, I like it when they do it right there. They chicken head, nigga.
I'm about to be that bitch right there.
I watch that shit on YouTube.
I'll be right there.
Right there.
Every time I try to leave, y'all be calling me back. Nigga, that was the shit, nigga.
Had him come out.
Jason Weaver.
Oh no, that's the wrong song.
That's Tyrese on that song.
Yeah, Tyrese. What's the one with Jason Weaver?
One call away.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was with.
Give me a call if you wanna come roll with me. Yeah, that's the shit. Nigga, shout out to Chingy,
like
nigga.
If they go to St. Louis, they can bring out Nelly and the St. Lunatics.
Oh, nigga, I gotta hit that.
You talking about grills?
I'm in that bitch. B2K, we in that bitch, man.
Hey, B2K, go get Nelly on the.
Now I'm not wearing no graffiti shit. I see a lot of motherfuckers talking about they wear airbrush. I'm not doing that.
I'm doing my regular shit.
Niggas talking about bringing the belts back with the names on them.
Yeah, these bitches are talking about bringing out everything. They talking about
Digi-belts,
Melissas. They talking about Melissa.
Now, if I see a bitch in the Melissas, I'm roasting that bitch for 2 hours straight.
But guess what?
I don't give a fuck.
She gotta get this work.
Remember the jean capris they used to wear? They used to flare out at the bottom off them bitches.
So you wearing the bell-bottom capris with the Melissas and the jersey dress. If you got any
and the airbrush,
the
airbrush shirt.
I can't get mad because I said at the Cash Money concert we wearing Jabos and white tees.
And they got these big ass white tees.
I was about to say I gotta do the rag.
And I gotta do soldier rag. I'm gonna have 3 of them.
I'm putting it on my neck.
Right. looking like my man's Jeremiah from Instagram, bro. That nigga stupid as hell. He have a red one on, a blue one over here, a black one over here.
Man, I'm soldier ragged out for Cash Money. Birdman, listen, see, and this is the shit that I be hoping. I hope that, because I think that Birdman is a good businessman. I'm not sure. A lot of people complain. But I think the nigga's a good businessman.
Yeah, for himself.
Listen, Birdman. If this B2K shit pop off like that, bro, and it go in, I need you to do me a favor. And I know you don't owe me a favor, but my nigga, listen.
I know you don't owe me one.
Brr, nigga. All right.
What happened to that boy?
Guerrilla warfare days.
Write a letter. Get my nigga BG out.
Yes, sir.
and make this shit happen.
I
Or
thought they was
get him
working
out
on
on a
that.
work release where he can tour, pro up, go back in there and finish his time where he gonna get out and he gonna be straight.
I thought they said they gave him a date.
Did they?
It would be released.
I don't know. I'm looking
If
to
they did, then that shit coming soon. Nigga, I
Nigga,
already
listen,
know.
that's
Birdman
gotta
can't
be.
be that stupid, bro.
He can't be. Man,
It ain't even just him too, like, and he owns all of him and own all of that.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Don't tell me that's dead water when you only got one artist, my nigga. You need to re-up.
But you know what?
He got to get Wayne on board,
He
even though
said
Wayne
no.
cool.
Wayne said they cool. He said they'll never do business again.
But that's business, ain't
That
it?
is business.
He said they cool.
I don't think
He
Wayne
said-
crazy enough, but it's a lot of variables involved. It ain't just him
If,
doing
like,
business.
Live
with
Nation
something.
and-
But Wayne said like we worked our personal shit out to the point where we can still tolerate each other. But as far as business, I'm not doing no type of business with him. So he will have to get Wayne on board business wise. But personally, he could come and pull up to the crib. That's what Wayne said. He could pull up.
Yeah, I ain't doubting that.
All right, so Wayne.
So but
listen.
that's what I'm just saying, because everybody thought it was, when he said fuck Cash Money, he thought he meant fuck Cash Money and fuck Baby. He was saying fuck Baby at one point, but then when him and them squashed the shit because he knew he was getting that 50 mil, and was getting his album solely to himself, like they got no parts of it. He
Listen,
knew.
I don't fuck the semantics. Wayne, you better do this motherfucking tour, my nigga. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
we need this. We need
I'm trying to be in
shit.
this bitch with the block is hot, nigga.
For real. He got to perform some shit off Guerrilla Warfare, all them
Yeah.
niggas.
Oh, nigga, we on fire,
500
nigga. Come
degrees.
on, man.
Bro,
It's
we
500 degrees, not 4, buddy. Nigga.
Right, and shouts out to Juvenile for 400 degrees. That was nice. I think that was like almost like a shot when he made this shit.
If
500
they, I'm just
degrees.
saying, you know what I'm saying? Because the guys have spoke to the ladies
Yeah.
and some of the men.
He said something to do.
You know,
B2K
some
is back and
you
he going
know,
on
some
tour.
niggas, there's some gay niggas on the B's page. It's talking about, hey, yeah, they, you know, so.
That little Mike, I want to fuck Mike Zone's kid. Shouts out to Mike Ellis. I just instantly thought of that shit, though. Now I want to fuck Mike Zone's kid. Like, what? Alright, anyway. But shouts out to B2K for putting whatever differences y'all had aside and checking the bank accounts and the bitches were running low and y'all decided to jump on board.
It's all y'all niggas daddy except for Raz B.
Now I gotta ask y'all this question. Well, all them people on that lineup, who headlined it?
Under them?
No, who headlined it?
B2K.
Alright.
Gotta be B2K. Because, I mean, the only other group that's gonna be there that could probably headline, which they probably gonna put them over because they not the name that's promoting the tour.
think-
And that's pretty
I
risky.
was about to
I
say,
think-
do you think Bow Wow not
I
doing it
think
makes it
Bow
worse?
Wow need to be a part
Bow
of
Wow
that.
says the
headline
reason why
though?
he not doing it though. He said, I don't remember exactly what it was, but he said there's a reason why he's not on that tour.
Because he not gonna headline. That's probably why.
I mean, because if
But
you
I think
think
they're doing
about
a
it,
social death tour about the
he's still on tour with that too.
Man, he better go get that fucking money.
But you know what's crazy though? Because there's a lot of niggas you could bring back that was hot at that time. Jaquan, and but he's on the social death
he
tour
on
too.
Social Death.
But I'm just saying, you think about that his songs was crazy, the hood hop and all that, the tipsy.
Yeah.
You got motherfucking Sammy. You know what I'm saying? When he was little Sammy.
Damn, bro. You got
You got
Mario.
niggas. You got Mario. I think Mario's on the tour though.
Oh, I'm in that bitch, man. Fuck that shit. I'm in that bitch. We in that bitch. B2K. When did they give a year?
This year, 2019. Come
Nigga, 2019, we in that bitch B2K, nigga. Fuck that. Nigga, we in that
stupid,
bitch. Shouts out, nigga. All
Hey,
my
if
niggas
they,
up
if they
there.
do like a dance section, like a You Got Served thing,
I'm going
in it,
down
bro.
there.
I'm doing it for Lil Saint for real, bro. I'm doing it for Lil Saint. I'm turning my head back and I'm gonna get this face in the camera like.
If them niggas don't
And
say
I'm
we
just
doing
moving
this shit
just
for,
like this the
listen,
whole
Mac,
time and shit.
If they don't say we doing this shit for Saint on the show,
I'm beating their ass.
I'm tearing the whole
We
goddamn
rioting.
nigga, I'm
We
tearing the video.
gonna do the riot. They don't say
It's
we doing
done.
it for Lil Saint.
Wait a minute. I guess.
Being
I'm in that
I'm going along for the ride. Fuck it.
I'm in that bitch, nigga.
Fuck it.
Wordplay
hoodie
the
on.
podcast
said
will be
with
at the
hoodie
B2K concert.
We will be
fucking
at the
shit up
B2K concert.
If they do not say we doing this for Lil Saint, because Lil
telling
Saint
you.
was the man. And I'm dancing, and I hope it rained that night so I could dance in the rain.
Man, shut the fuck up. That nigga talking about they hope it rain that night. Yeah, I bet that rain. I'm gonna have my hush puppies on, nigga.
He's like, my husband.
Remember Marlon, we be dancing on the Wayne's Brothers, just hitting them shoulders
Oh, yeah.
and shit. Just
Nigga, I'm having hush puppies
pop-locking
on.
and shit.
What the fuck would you wear to a B2K concert? Like on some
All
nostalgic
whites.
shit.
All whites.
The same shit I'm wearing now. Some,
You gonna dress the part like what
some
you was
Nike
wearing back
Tech
then?
pants and a motherfucking Nike Tech hoodie.
I'm
And that's it.
gonna get a side kit.
I ain't doing that. I like it.
I mean that. Nigga, in that era, I was still doing the Jabos and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I had a Nextel.
Yeah, it was
still
too. It was Jabos.
It was still Jabos.
Jabos.
No, nigga.
I was rocking LRG.
No, that's before that.
Yeah,
No,
Guess
that was
was
like,
before
that was
that.
like that was like Coco Brown, that group Coco Brown.
Nigga, Guess was in middle school.
Yeah, but Guess was also in elementary too.
Yeah, in elementary too, nigga.
I was wearing
Okay,
Guess in
bitch,
third
niggas
grade.
still wearing Guess.
Yeah, they still wearing it, but then it was hot. And
But
I was
Jabos
like,
came out,
third
nigga.
I'm
grade.
wearing Guess, but I'm wearing the whole Guess jean outfit though. With the
You gotta cuff
I'm
it.
gonna do you
at
one
all
better,
times.
nigga. I'm gonna go get the iceberg outfit, nigga,
Oh.
with the Mickey Mouse
Hey,
on the back, nigga.
hey, good
I used to
luck.
have that bitch too,
Good
bro.
luck finding it.
No, I can
It's
find
a
it.
Guess store at one of these malls.
No, I can find that bitch. I guarantee you.
Well, I could just
if you want to make that
I
a
could
challenge,
just do-
nigga,
I
we can
could
do
just-
that.
I could wear a Coogee sweater off some black Jabos.
Hey,
Awesome
another way to
buzz
go.
off the Timbs.
That's around that
and I don't
time.
even like Timbs.
Nigga, Coogee sweaters is always around every time.
Yeah, every time. It's gonna be there.
Them niggas have a year comeback.
They like Levi. They like Levi.
I don't know. Bill
They
Cosby
know.
kind of ruined it for sweaters. Nigga. I don't think niggas gonna be wearing them sweaters.
He be wearing them Christmas sweaters. Though.
Yeah,
we have
you
no
wearing them
clue.
ugly Christmas sweaters. We be like,
I be
really
seeing him
rocking
wearing
them.
Coogee
I
like
don't know
maybe
this
twice.
off. You know what I'm saying? But did you know like the sweaters he wore on the show was made by his fans?
Nah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. A lot of people sent him sweaters that they made and knitted for him. He wore.
I thought this nigga went and found them bitches at the thrift shops.
Like some of his shit was, of course.
Some wardrobe
But,
shit. Yeah.
like every time a fan sent him a sweater,
he wore them.
Like
bitches
if
on
you
the
think
show.
about it,
That's dope.
every guy that made like a show in the '90s, they was known for some type of thing that they wore on the show. Like Tim Allen was known for the
suspenders.
suit, like the suspenders, but with the suit shirts. And then you had Al Borland. He's always rocked the flannel boys.
Yeah.
So he
Shouts
was
out to
known
Al.
for that. Shouts out to Al Borland.
Will Smith always had the Jordans on.
Yep, and he always had them nice.
God damn, man,
he had
that's-
nice jackets and hats too.
that's gonna be a hell of a goddamn
Martin
concert.
too with the Jordans and jacket.
There's a lot of niggas with the Jordans and though Marlon.
That's gonna be a hell of a fucking concert, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Niggas is
Yeah.
not gonna have no voices out leaving that bitch. I know I won't.
I will. but-
I know the records.
Hey, if I know the
gonna
records,
tell
I
you.
ain't gonna lie. And if my wife said, "Babe, can you take me to this concert?" I'm going to molest her there, and then I'm taking her
This
home,
nigga said he
and I'm
gonna
doing some
molest her.
shit.
Max, you gotta pick your words,
Hey,
baby.
I can use the
That's your
word
wife, man.
because she likes that
You say you
word.
gonna fill her up or something, nigga.
Yeah,
He got consent, bro. he good.
But why the fuck is that molestation is kid shit, man?
Listen, I don't
Yeah,
molest
that-
kids.
I
Let
didn't even
that
think
be
of that.
known. But
gotta
my wife
relax.
is grown. She
No,
grown.
I don't think that's a kid shit. I
She's
think you
grown.
can molest
Nigga, that's the
anybody.
molester.
All right, well, since we
Yeah, you
since
right.
we
I'm
since
right.
we trying to be politically correct,
It's 2019, man. We gotta go into your right.
politically correct, I will do the forbidden dance with her at the concert.
Nigga, that's-
Yeah, and I put the whole ass voice in there too.
Yeah, nigga,
I'm grabbing
he
booty.
did his white
I'm
man
grabbing
voice.
booty. I'm rocking with the waist. Nigga,
He did his white man
everything.
voice. I won't.
like, sorry to bother you.
man.
Sorry to bother you. That was a good movie too.
Before we wrap the show up, we post a question of the week. It's either gonna come from me, Jay, or come from Mac. Mac, what was the question that you had?
What's more important to you, priorities or bullshit?
Explain why this question came out,
The
man.
reason why I came out was because I was kicking it with one of my god brothers, and he brought one of his young dogs with him. And young dog, like, when niggas get like high or drunk, they start telling you a lot about themselves. And I was just wondering, I was asking him questions, and I was just like, bro, where do you see yourself in like 5-10 years? He's like, I don't know, as long as I'm alive. I was like, yeah, that's good, but bro, don't nobody know when they gonna die. I mean, don't be afraid to die because at the end of the day, you know it's coming. Don't be afraid about it. Just live your life to the best of your ability. And he like, yeah, you right, but bro, where I come from, we ain't got no dreams. I'm like, why you ain't got no dreams? I was like, before you knew anything about the street life, what did you do?
This nigga's a vampire. Where I come from, we don't have dreams.
We don't
man.
have dreams.
When do you sleep, nigga?
Like, he like, nigga, you just go to sleep and wake up. Like, he say you don't have dreams. Like, bro, that's fucked up. Your life is that bad that you feel like that. Like, you don't have nothing positive to think about in your life. But if I say, yeah, bro, let's go get some lean and drink it and sell some, or let's go get some pills and do that and go out of town and all that, he for that shit. Let's go scam. Let's go swipe. He for all that. He for all that, talking on the song about that lifestyle that he know it because that's what he feel like he had. That's all he got.
And the crazy thing about that shit is it's more prevalent. Like, nigga, you walk through the streets, damn near every kid you know, like, that you meet or come in contact with, they really kind of have that same thing where they kind of like flying by the seat of their pants. They ain't really got no plans for the future.
They don't.
They just like, nigga, stay alive and get some money. Like, that's the plan.
Yeah.
And that shit kind of like, if you really think about it, that shit kind of like
It's fucked up.
it's like a dead end, bro. Like
Yeah, it is.
it ain't no way.
All them young niggas need. I'm blow. Don't judge me.
Yeah, I got you.
All them young niggas need is some type of guidance.
Yeah,
That's it. They saying ignorant shit like that.
But you know,
And we which we deem as ignorant
Yeah.
or stupid, because they don't know no better.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You cannot, and I always say this shit. You cannot chase anything that you don't know that you can obtain.
yeah.
You
You
know
gotta
what I
have
mean?
examples. I
You have to have examples.
Yeah,
So a lot of niggas, music is their example, and a lot of music is the lean, the pill. I sold this, I flipped 2 jugs, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't gonna use that as a cop out though.
No, I'm not using it as a cop out, but those are their examples.
that's what they use as they.
That's
everyday.
their guidance.
But if you dig a little bit, you can get what you like. You get the Meek Mills where he telling you shit. You get the Jay-Z and you
Eventually.
listen to it.
But he had to learn and he had to grow.
I'm just saying we all got choices in music, and people be listening to the turn up shit because they be for the fuck shit anyway. So they want something that's gonna entice them to do fuck
You don't
shit.
think it's generational?
Do you?
Yeah, it definitely is.
But see, that goes back to guidance. I had certain people in my life that played certain music. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, this, you know, I listen to Johnny Guitar Watson.
Right.
That's my nigga. I fuck with that nigga. Y'all niggas probably don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it
Funk
is.
from the South, like, that shit cold.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that come from my dad.
That's crazy that I don't know though.
Johnny Guitar Watson, that nigga, his shit on Amazon.
But,
iTunes, is cold. But it's guidance, so it goes back to that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you listen to a certain type of music, and like most people, like we absorb the culture.
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with kids, we absorb it to a point where we love it, but we don't live by it.
I get what
You gotta understand, like now the generation is different. Now they completely live by it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And the examples. And it's a lot of variables in that situation. The fact that women are attracted to these type of individual men.
Yeah.
Men are attracted to women. So they're gonna do what they think that the women like. And normally it works for those type of buckethead bitches.
But you want to notice something though? It's kind of our fault because the music that we glorify and we listen to, they talked about that real gangster shit, but they wasn't all the way doing that real gangster shit. Now these kids is really living by that type of shit. So it's kind of our fault. Like we kind of guided them in the wrong way by boasting about the streets instead of really giving like a real clear
of how this shit
really play out.
Yeah.
They got like a false what you call it, like
A false narrative.
yeah, like a false narrative about how the streets really is, but now they living by these codes that's like these niggas ain't never lived by.
But the fact that we put certain examples in the light, you know, it's like take a T Grizzly, for instance, and I'm saying that just because that's the first one that come to mind. This is a person that's very intelligent. If you don't watch in his interviews, you can tell he's very intelligent. He's an intellect. He knows shit. Told you about straight A's and went to college. He chose to do what he did to survive, or his, you know what I'm saying, method of survival. He go to jail for a certain period of time. He get out, had the #1 song in the country, probably in the world. You know what I'm saying, or just about. So if that's your example of success,
What kind of lesson is that?
what kind of lesson is that? But these are niggas that we praise. Not saying not to praise T, because he made the complete flip, but because them artists, that's like the young generation artists, they're in that position. And they have to understand. This is why I feel like them niggas, like when they get to associating themselves with niggas in the industry and they stop fucking with niggas that's back home, they disassociate themselves with a mentality. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't even know what the fuck going on. Like this young nigga around here looking up to you. So you need to tell him that maybe this ain't the way. I'm gonna show you a better way.
Because when you get to this way, like when you get to the industry, the whole world flips. Those street rules don't apply at all.
At all.
Nothing in business.
Right.
So it's kind of leading them in the wrong direction because if you're going to put them in the music industry, but you're not telling them how the shit is, they're a fish out of water. Now they're getting killed by these piranhas.
Well, also tell a nigga that you don't have to go to jail. And I find that, like, I was talking to my homeboy the other day and we was talking about, like, you know, just general questions of, you know, what would change the world. And the first thing I said was I would change the correctional system. You feel what I'm saying? If you do a crime, this is, you know, just me, like you don't get time. Like you don't get a end date.
I get.
You get out. We talked about that.
This. Yeah.
You get out when I say you get out. In order for you to get out, you have to do these things. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? You have to learn certain things. You have to be able to do certain things. So when you get out, you'll be a more productive person.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now, but I say that because I know a lot of niggas that done went to jail for 2 or 3 years before they turn themselves in to go, yeah, I'm gonna knock this 2-3 out, come back. You know what I mean? You already got a plan.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And now because I see a nigga who went to jail, multiple niggas that went to jail for short periods of time, get out and become a success story. Now my goal is to go to the jail just so I can write about it. Because it's cool. It's cool to have years under your belt. Like, nigga, like, how the fuck is that a strike, my nigga?
See, but that's the worst way to analyze the situation. You take what people went through and you use it as a learning experience for you. You don't have to go through shit. Somebody else went through that shit.
So you don't
have to do that shit.
Hov did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that shit. Shouts out to Jay. Mm-hmm. That was one of them lines.
That's a bar of the year.
No, but that was...
No, that was this year. 4-4, yeah. 4-4.
Nigga, Hov did that. Hopefully you had to go through that, nigga. You tripping? I was on the Black Album.
Oh, yeah, that was on the Black Album.
Yeah,
my bad.
That was all the clarity.
You right, I'm wrong.
All right, so, but back to what you were saying.
What I was about to say as far as this music thing, because I want to jump into that before I jumped into other things, but was y'all alternative black kids back then?
What you mean?
Growing up, meaning like, you didn't just listen to one genre of music. You listened to a lot of shit that the people didn't expect you to listen to. Mm-hmm. Like, I was listening to Phil Collins and Paul McCartney and Elton John. And there was so many songs that they played. I listened to Queen. Like, and...
See, I wasn't that far off. I think for me, it was more so I went older rap. Mm-hmm. Like, I went like towards the 80s and I wanted to hear like all that earlier shit.
Yeah, you right.
In that genre. It wasn't really for like, I really wasn't listening to it.
It
wasn't eclectic.
I jumped out my genre because of the area that I grew up in. See, growing up in the 90s, over there off of East 7 Mile by Hayes, going back into Harbor Woods, it was a way different vibe. So it wasn't just hip hop. We brought that hip hop to that area of the neighborhood. Like when my uncle moved into the block, because he was the one that was still listening to Run DMC and MC Lyte and Queen Latifah and De La Soul. And then once he started getting into his gangsta year, he started listening to like Tupac, Biggie, NWA, you know what I'm saying? It just went on. But see, he didn't just listen to that because he was one of the people why I listened to R&B so much. Because he would play the Marvin Gaye, the Al Greens, you know, the Temptations. He would play that shit, and then I hear that, then I hear rap, then I hear other something. But then my auntie, shouts out to my auntie, she put me up on alternative music, like shit that wasn't hip-hop, had nothing to do with like our rhythm, what we know. Like, I listen to Atlanta, Morissette, Nickelback, all these crazy groups that, you know, people think like, what a black boy doing listening to that? I feel like ain't no race on music, bro. It don't matter where you come from in the world. Music is something that's gonna rule the world forever.
How has that affected you though? Like, as far as, do you feel like the music you listen to is what shaped the person you are?
I think it did, because I learned so many different songs. To me, are lessons that somebody else experienced, that they're giving it to you for a couple of dollars out your pocket,
right,
as an album. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people be giving their life to you on albums. And you can relate. We said something about this in the beginning of this podcast. We said like how certain songs we can relate our lives to, even if it's just a little bit of our life. It did something to us. Like, it's songs that I can remember from those eras in that time frame that would take me back to a moment in my life that was magical to me. Like, when I thought Power Rangers was a thing, like when Power Rangers was a thing, like it was songs that came out around that time that went along with Power Rangers in a way. And it's weird that I can say that, but it's true, man. The 90s had a lot of fucking music from all different genres. And if people didn't do like this to everything else but what they was told or they felt like they was meant to listen to, it would be a way different generations of kids right now, because kids grew up, if you grew up in this type of area back then, that's what you knew. You grew up in this type of area, that's what you knew. But somebody like me, I had best of both worlds.
Because me and Big J had this argument before. And the argument, which one, the lighter?
Yeah.
And the argument was that, because I believe that at one point, or the point now, is that music is 100% to blame for the way the kids is.
Of what generation though?
This generation.
Not our generation, right?
No, not ours.
Because we
100%.
learned some shit.
But it's kind of our fault because we didn't teach them like we were supposed to either.
We didn't have a chance though because we were in our generation. A lot of us kids, not every kid, but a lot of our kids. I think our generation started off the kids raising kids thing. Because there's a lot of young, not saying our mamas, but it's a lot of young mamas that
my mom
had.
definitely was fucking 17 when she had me, so she was a kid right.
But see, yeah, my mom was, she was technically grown. She in 3 days, she's about to turn 19.
Yeah.
So I guess she was technically grown. But what I'm saying is, those generations, they started the having young babies thing, and then it just got worse and worse as the generations come. Like now you got damn near 13, 14-year-olds having babies.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And they're not being raped. They're giving up the pussy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it's like we came from, put like this, for me personally, I'm gonna speak for myself because I don't know everybody's situation like that. Mm-hmm. But for me, myself, I grew up in such a way where I had a lot of shit to go by. Like if I fucked up, it was seen. So I had to keep something about myself that everybody could say, oh, well, Malcolm was like this. Because I had my grandma that was graduated from high school, went to college, did all this type of stuff, got her nursing degree, all this other stuff. Like, people know her for this shit.
Yeah.
I had to live up to that. I had to live up to the fact that my auntie, out of a lot of people in my family, she was the only one, her and then my uncle, after he got locked up, they got GEDs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a long list of smart fuck-ups in my family. Yeah. Smart as hell, but didn't go far. Yeah. And I'm one of them. That's my problem. That's the one I got to deal with later in life. But what I'm saying is, certain people got first in the family. Like, I got first for bringing in the second firstborn. I was the firstborn. My son is the second firstborn of the family, of that generation. So my grandma, she was like, I got to see my great-grandson born. I can die right now. I was like, don't do that. But she said it, she's like, I can die. I seen you get married and you have a son. And that's all you wanted was a son. I seen you love your girls and shout out on my babies. But when I got my son, I knew I was winning.
Yeah.
So,
but like, for instance, like the way me and you, we have an example of what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Gerard and Jermaine, them niggas was like, we talked to them. Mm-hmm. We imprinted on them. So they real men.
In a way.
No, they men at the end of the day. They not out here doing the fuck shit like all the other kids out here. Yeah. They not wearing their pajamas all day. They not going to work. Right. These niggas are not hanging out at the gas station.
They wear their pajamas all day though.
Bro, like I'm for real. These niggas is real men. They'll go
better than you in life.
They'll go out there and get
same thing with your brother, Embre. Real men, you know what I'm saying? Even though they not out here for the fuck shit. Yeah. If niggas just imprint on these kids like that and talk to them, then we won't have this generation that's lost like this.
Right.
If niggas just take time to do the same thing they did for the siblings that was in their household. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Just put that game out to everybody. And if we would have did that, it would have been a little bit better. Right. I ain't gonna say it would have been perfect, but it would have been a lot better than what it is now. But these kids lost.
That goes back to
they ain't got no guidance. They is the big dogs.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Especially because the niggas our age ain't trying to be out here fucking with these young kids, bro.
But now we're in a society where I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just, it's bad timing because of the way the world is now.
Everybody is out for self.
Yeah.
There are no, like I said, I remember growing up where it was a bunch of kids in the neighborhood. All parents looked out for all kids.
Yeah.
Not even just your kids, just all kids. Mm-hmm. We don't have that no more. Yeah. So it's a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So they're not learning from their peers like we did. We learned from our peers.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They learn from niggas that they don't even talk to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They learn from niggas that they just listen to.
Online shit.
You feel
they would not listen to us, but they'll listen to them niggas.
Because they have the hype. They have the chains, the cars, the Instagram models, and the video. Like this,
they get the overlay for the underplay.
They get the overlay for the underplay. You feel what I'm saying? And this is where you get a bunch of entitled kids because they all want to reap the benefits, but they don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I just had this conversation with somebody else at work. Like we was talking about like the generation. I was like, it's a bunch of entitled motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers that feel like it should happen overnight. Motherfuckers should feel like that. Oh, because I feel like I'm dope, you should already accept me.
That's like how we was talking about earlier. Like the kids feeling like, oh, I'm gonna make $1 million, but for what though?
How?
Like you don't have if you don't have a talent or something to give for it, why would you feel like you can make $1 million? But
why is $1 million? And this is my question.
Why is $1 million your glass ceiling?
Why is it your glass ceiling?
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like $1 million. Like my dad told me years ago, and this it fucked me up still to this day. But I understand now because I'm older.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, you know, I said something to the lines of like 10 million. I'm straight. He said 10 million ain't no money. Now I'm talking about an ex-drug dealer in the cartel type shit. So when he say shit like that, I'm intrigued. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. He's like, $10 million ain't no money. $20 million ain't no money. So you ain't got no money until you got 100 of them. You feel what I'm saying? So I know $100 million was always my glass ceiling. That's because I know I never go broke.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Period.
Yeah.
$100 million. But I'm, you know, nigga shooting for the stars.
That's what I'm about to say. In these day and age, nigga, I'm looking at basketball contracts bigger than that. I'm trying to get it.
Facts.
Trying to run it up.
But back then it was like, damn, like I had to really evaluate what $100 million was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to look at that shit and how much, you know what I'm saying, interest that shit builds in a year. That has changed, but it's still a lot of fucking money.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
And then now it's a lot more opportunity. You can make that shit bubble. But
bottom line, to your question about like the priorities and bullshit, you know, like I said, I really when you asked the question, I seen it. I said Mac is talking to niggas that's not of our age or generation. I immediately knew it.
I hate you for that.
That's not gonna be because I got 1,300 people I know on Facebook, and I know all of them personally, and most of them niggas is the same age as me. Not one nigga, I don't give a fuck what habit he has, or one girl, what habit she has, is gonna say they're gonna pick priorities. I mean, they're gonna pick bullshit on priorities. Everybody got kids. The moment you have a seed, my nigga, like
that's
if your life don't change, nigga, priority wise, you need to go and jump off a bridge, my nigga, like on some real shit.
Yeah. You gotta mold your life for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but people don't think about that though. Not in this younger generation. They don't think about these kids the way we think about our kids or think about kids in general. Even we, like you said in my very first podcast. Yeah. And we in 50 episodes now.
Yeah.
And like you said in the first place, we cannot, and I didn't want to accept it, but when I realized it, I'm like, Dre was right. You cannot affect all of the masses. You can only get the ones that's right there in front of you, and then that's it. Yeah. Because, like you said it in that episode too. You said it's like I'm beating a dead horse, and you're right, because I realized if the ones that didn't take something from me, don't do something with it, or the ones that take something from me, but the ones that sat right there next to the niggas that took it, and they just like, man, fuck that shit, and then they see their life getting worse and worse. I'm not about to keep helping you, because you sink in yourself. You're drowning by yourself. I got the raft out. I got the life.
You ever talked to a motherfucker and felt stupider after the conversation?
I felt like my IQ went down a couple times, for real.
I don't have conversations with kids. And not because I feel like they're dumb or they don't have valid points. But I know you don't have valid points. It's not about what I feel. I know you don't. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
You ain't been through enough shit.
You ain't been through enough shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't never struggled, my nigga. Like, I know you ain't never struggled. Most of the niggas that I know your mom and your dad, bitch. I know you ain't never struggled.
Exactly.
So you don't know what shit is. You don't know how to be a clutch type of nigga.
You don't know that, nigga, you have nobody on your phone that you can call when some shit go, or some shit do, or some shit.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
I could talk all day about these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But I gotta piss.
So you might as well wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up, man.
Well, yeah, wrap that boy up.
Almost 2 hours.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
Cool.
That's good. I feel like my voice just got deep for no reason.
I put the Luther on. It's time to go now. This nigga trying to set the mood.
I'm going into nighttime radio. I gotta do it.
This has been. What's another word for sweat?
Perspiration.
Perspirate.
Keep perspirating. I'm just trying to put something together. You know, Keith Sweat hit you with the
yeah.
Well, no, I can't do Keith Sweat.
Welcome to Wordplay, the podcast.
Like he smoked,
well, all the brothers here.
He smoked 51.
It's chocolate lovers.
I'm just saying, shouts out to Keith Sweat though. This has been another episode of Wordplay, the podcast, episode motherfucking 50. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share to our YouTube, please.
Better go do that.
Please, goddammit.
All the time.
Yes, sir.
And like the fucking video, comment on the motherfucking video.
Yep.
And don't forget to go to Instagram and add us at Wordplay the Podcast, Twitter at Wordplay the Podcast,
Yep.
Facebook at Wordplay the Podcast,
Yep.
and fucking iTunes at Wordplay the Podcast.
Yes,
There you
sir.
go. We gotta get on Spotify.
I want Spotify to call us.
Yeah, we gotta get that. Spotify, man.
We need that bag.
We own your heels, man. We own your heels.
You even gotta give me a bag, nigga. Just give me a year. And then that following year, you'll be trying to give a nigga a bag.
Spotify.
Like,
We
stay
trying
with
to
us. Keep fucking with us.
Look,
Let us
Spotify, we
get
trying
it.
to be there, man. We trying to
need
be up
it.
at the top. So give us that call, man. Shout us out, man. Do something. Do something.
Before we leave, just another round of applause. This is episode 50. We a year in. You know what I'm saying?
And as always, I'm your host, Dre Parker.
I'm your other host, Big J.
And as always, Mac Levi Montgomery.
What up? We out. Episode 50.
We gonna change this nigga name in 2019. It's been too long, nigga.
We out. Episode 50.
What you mean? This wordplay. This ain't to make friends.